Minds, their feelings for you. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Happy birthday to the Leos celebrating their birthday this week. My best friend, who I just found out died a few months ago, is celebrating their birthday in a couple of days, but a heavenly birthday. So happy birthday to all the Leos here and passed on. All right, so I'm going to first begin with the Leos who are having, I'm going to start with Leos because it's Leo's birthday season, and then I'm going to go straight from Aries down to Pisces. All right, so let's get to it. Mic check first. Can someone let me know that the microphone is working while I get the chalkboard written up? Hi, Michelle. Can you guys hear me fine? Good morning, Sophia. You can hear me? Oh, awesome. Thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, Leo, happy birthday. So let's take a look and see who's on your mind and how they feel about you this week. If you're tuning in after the week is over, it's whenever you find the video, okay? All right, what do we have for Leo? For the next 7 days from the time they find this video, what's going on? Who's on their mind? How do they feel about Leo this week? And what's unfolding? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my birthday babies. All right, Leo, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you this week? We have the 4 of Pentacles. Their intentions towards you. The 3 of Wands. And what's unfolding behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. The Lovers card, major for Gemini. Your feelings towards this person. The 2 of Cups. And the overall energy is the King of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles and the Magician. Someone wants to get close with you. Could be an air sign. I'm getting strong air for whoever this person could be. But I also see Virgo. Don't worry too much about the zodiac signs, all right? But someone's into you. Someone's into you. All right, so let's first start with this person on your mind's feelings. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, one of the Moon Children. You are a doll. Thank you so much. Let's first start with this person's feelings for you. Oop, I dropped the card. I'll get that later. It's for a different tarot deck. Why the 4 of Pentacles for how someone feels about Leo this week? The 6 of Cups. The Chariot. For those of you who are dealing with a long distance connection, they want to make a plan to come see you. For those of you who are not dealing with someone at a distance, this person is feeling very determined to achieve something with you. I'm getting repeated 3s and repeated 6s. When I did Aries' weekly reading yesterday, repeated 3s and 6s came up for them too. Doesn't mean that you're dealing with an Aries, but Aries rules the 1st house, which tells me that someone's trying to try something new, try something different, because that's what Aries represents. Trying something new, stepping outside of your comfort zone and being like, F it, I'm gonna go for it. Because their intentions is the 3 of Wands, which is one of Aries' minor arcana. Again, doesn't mean you're dealing with an Aries. You could, but it doesn't mean. Just someone's got a lot of 1st house energy influencing them this week. You warm this person's heart. Just thinking about you warms this person's heart, Leo. Whoever this person is, I'm getting that they are someone that, comes off as a little bit harsh around the edges. The 4 of Pentacles as feelings can sometimes be feeling like you got to hold on to something because you don't know if it's going to be yours for too long, and you got to hold on to it so that way there's no risks. of someone else snatching it or someone assuming the other person's not interested. Tell me more about how this person feels about Leo this week, and then we'll tap into Leo's feelings to see if they're on the same page. Seven of Cups. They're confused about the whole situation between the two of you, and that could be why this person's feeling determined to be more persistent this week to eliminate the confusion. Strong water now showing up. And then there's that Chariot again. I shuffled that back in. It keeps on coming back through. Someone may be dealing with someone that drives a lot for a living. Then I see the Star and the Queen of Wands. For those of you not dealing with a love situation, this could be a child in your life that is coming towards you with that Six of Cups and the Chariot. They're seeing you as an option for support around this time frame. That's not going to be for all of you. Let's dive into your feelings, Leo. You got the Two of Cups. You may be planning to meet in the middle with someone. Someone's making a choice and sticking with it. Why the Two of Cups for how Leo feels towards this situation this week? King of Cups. Scorpio's court card. And the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag, but predominantly Aries. Leo, you're saying that this person makes you feel really good. They make you feel lively. Not that you need this person to feel lively. It's just there's not much change over how you show up when this person's around you. In fact, it might make things more fun. Like some people, when you're around the wrong people, they drain your energy. They can just shift your mood like that. It's like, ugh, this person. But with this person, whenever you're connecting with them, you feel lively or livelier. Some of you Leos are setting the tone this week on what you want and what you don't want and what type of boundaries there are needed. All right, let's get this person's intentions. We got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands often shows up as intentions when someone is intending to keep something open, not closed off. At least for right now with that Lover's card. Why do I feel like I'm on an episode of Love Island when I said that? If you know, you know. Clarify that Three of Wands. Are we closed off yet? Clarify that Three of Wands. The Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, that's someone intending to make a plan and stick with it. It's like someone going back and forth, looking at what's in front of them and weighing out the pros and cons before making a choice. But it feels like the choice connects to being more determined. Being more determined. I don't know who this person is to you, Leo. Remember, these readings don't always have to be romantic. It can tap into a friend. It could tap into a family member that you're dealing with something emotional with. But I am getting that someone holds you in very high regard. And whomever this person is, you feel good when you're connecting to them. So let's clarify the Lover's card. Why the Lover's card? Queen of Swords. So now we have a perfect match. Not my most romantic couple. I wasn't expecting that combo. Unless this is talking about one of those serious conversations in order to cut through any confusion. It's giving, all right, can we just be serious for a second? Can we just talk about the next week ahead, the next month ahead? Can we just be serious for a second? Like someone may feel like the connection can sometimes be a bit childish, but not in an insulting way, but in, because Leo is the sun. Leos love to be playful. Leos love to act up and just have fun, things like that. So it's not that you guys' connection is immature, but with the Six of Cups being there, there's some playfulness and fun. And this week, it feels like I have a Leo or their person or the both of yous looking at the situation thinking, can we just have a serious conversation for a second? And it's connecting to that Lover's card. That's what I'm strongly getting. Strong air, strong Gemini, strong Gemini. Don't worry too much about the zodiac signs, but I know you guys like to hear the main zodiac signs that are coming through strongly. When I say a zodiac sign, it doesn't have to be the actual person is that zodiac sign. It's the energy that someone's taking advantage of. Like if a lot of Leo came through the reading, someone's taking advantage of Leo's influence, which is all about confidence, being self-expressive, you know, being bold, having fun, things like that. If I see a lot of Scorpio energy, someone is taking advantage of their emotional intelligence, emotional maturity is playing a role, things like that. All right, so let's clarify the overall energy, which is the Magician, Three of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Hi, welcome, welcome. Clarify the King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Magician. Eight of Swords and that dang King of Pentacles keeps on showing up. It's like someone's wanting to look at someone and say, you're not stuck. You got options. So I don't know if someone has been repeatedly saying, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know how we can move forward, how we're going to build this with that Three of Pentacles and the Magician. But the Magician is saying, use what you've got. Use what you've got. Eight of Swords is self-limiting beliefs, saying that I can't do this, I can't do that. When you can, when the Magician is there, but someone needs to like figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Someone here is very controlling with money. Not in a like financially abusive way, but like very financially like responsible, but can sometimes be on the verge of being too financially literate. It's like, all right, get that ice cream cone. All right, I know it's $5, but get the ice cream cone. It's like someone here is like very, very like financially, you know, thoughtful of their future, even if they have plenty to splurge in the moment. Cheap. We'll just say that. Someone's coming in cheap. If that is a quality trait that you recognize for whoever this person could be, or that's you. I'm getting someone, but someone here is going to be nicely retired in the future. Clarify more about how this person feels about Leo this week. The Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. Now, that could be saying that there needs to be a serious conversation about some sort of fallout. It doesn't have to be a fallout. There could have been like a huge misunderstanding that someone wants to talk about before moving to the playful stuff. So that could be why the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords is here. Got to talk through something important before getting to the cuddling and the playfulness. Someone's dedicated to work through some sort of, you know, crisis. Or someone's wanting to clear something up if there was some gossip. Well, that came out of left field. Unless there's something else in the situation outside of the connection, like, or someone else trying to put in their 2 cents. Maybe this conversation that someone wants to have on a serious level is talking about someone else. Like someone coming up to you, Leo, and being like, hey, before we get to being playful, I got to tell you, so-and-so is not to be trusted. All right, can we like not include that person in our relationship right now because they're not to be trusted? Like that. Someone could be talking about a colleague, a friend, or someone, you know, adjacent to someone's life and saying, no, they're not to be trusted. Like someone's determined to protect you maybe. Oh, I wonder if that's why the Four of Pentacles is here. And that Chariot kept on showing up as determination. Some of you Leos, you have someone that is very determined to protect you, even if you don't need protection, even if there's nothing going on around you that you need protection from. Someone here is very protective over you. And is giving you some really good information this week. Like imagine this is someone that you work with and then there's a coworker. This person's like, hey, I know you like your work bestie, but that person talks behind your back when you walk out of the break room. Like someone's very protective over you. Just fit it however it fits for you. That was just an example. Anything else for Leo this week? Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, protect what you value this week. There's someone coming towards you who is to be trusted. This person values you and is protective over you. There's strong feelings on both sides, but someone is trying to give you a heads up on something, or you're trying to give someone a heads up on something. Okay. But with the Ace of Pentacles being here, it does look like this could have a solid foundation. Just got to keep nurturing it. So someone's trying to show you, hey, look, I've got your back. This is what I'm willing to do to show you that. Okay, so let's get the hidden message. But Leo, someone really cares about you. Unspoken feelings. Someone is getting ready to share some important feelings. I see secret affair in reverse. All right, Leo for this week. Rushing things, rushing through the romance. Hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. Someone here may be very determined to move things along with you out of fear that you might be still talking to an ex or still talking to someone that you were interested in at the time you guys met each other. Someone may be holding on to it very tightly and trying to go out of their way to show you how much they can be trusted by you, how much they will always be there for you. So they may be laying it on thick around this time frame, Leo, on how important they could be to you. So if there is no need for protection, this person may be kind of like manifesting a scenario to show you that you got their loyalty. I mean, yeah, whatever. But someone may be trying to rush the relationship with you out of fear that someone else is going to come and smooth you over. Smooth you over? That doesn't make sense. Is that a new term for like dating and hitting on people? Smooth you over? I don't know where that came from. I've heard of smooth things over. Love is love. Love transcends labels, gender, and expectations. Let your heart feel without fear or apology. Some of you Leos may be exploring a different avenue in regards to your love life. You know, going towards, you know, a type of person that you never thought you'd be drawn to. Love is love. Love is love. So, yeah. Some of you may be falling for a friend, or your friend is falling for you. Dirty laundry in reverse. I hate that card. Blocked. It's things to be blocked, but try not to take it personally. Value those who value you and don't chase ghosts. But this landed in reverse. Some of you Leos may be temporarily unblocking someone this week just to see if they're still trying to reach out to you, and then you're going to block them again. That might... Leo, what the fudge? Fading feelings. When feelings start fading, what's left? Reflect on what you're holding on to. Is it the past or is it potential? And I guess I should read that dang dirty laundry card. Where did it go? Now I lost it. Yeah, I lost the dirty laundry card. All it does is talk about keep your, you know, keep some things to private. Keep it hush hush. Not everyone needs to know everything. Leo, are you unblocking someone just to see if they're still reaching out to you? I love you guys. Enjoy your birthday season. Oh my goodness. On to Aries. Oh, by the way, Leo, I just finished recording your weekly. It's uploading. It should be posted in a couple of days. I got to do captions, things like that. The reading kind of felt very similar to the very start of this reading. Someone's really interested in you this week. I'll be posting that in a couple days. All right, on to Aries. Oh, and Leo, do check out your August monthly if you haven't checked it out yet. That reading was good. All right, Aries. Hi, Aries. What up, buttercups? Hi, Infinite Faith. Welcome, welcome. You guys are awesome. How's everyone enjoying back to school season? It's been a week. It's been a week. All right. What do we have for Aries this week? Oh, thank you, Tracy. Oh, I love these hoodies too. If you guys never knew why I wear hoodies so much, is because when I'm doing readings, it feels like a hug. It helps ground me. So if you're wondering why I wear hoodies in the summer, I got the AC on. I love to feel like I'm being hugged during a reading. It keeps me grounded. Some people like to wear hats. Some people like to hold crystals. I like to be in a cozy, cozy hoodie. So yeah, that is why I wear my hoodies a lot. I got like 20,000 hoodies, and a couple of them are repeats. 2 of the same. All right, Aries, what do we have for Aries, please? What do we have for Aries, please? What do we have for Aries? Who's on their mind and how do they feel about Aries? That card wanted to get my attention. King of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with someone who makes a lot of money. They're thinking about you and possibly thinking about how to spend it on you. What do we have for Aries this week? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Aries. All right, Aries, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you? The 5 of Swords. They feel like you guys are in a rocky space, to say the least. What's their intentions with Aries? The 3 of Cups, they don't want to be fighting with you anymore is what I'm kind of getting. With the 3 of Cups being someone's intentions this week, followed by the 5 of Swords as feelings, someone here wants to like get out of the doghouse with you. And that's not saying that they are the reason why you guys had a fallout. They're just taking accountability for their role, but they don't want to fight with you anymore. And if you guys aren't fighting, there could have been tension recently that someone's trying to cut through, and like, it's like someone's acknowledging to you that you won, but was it worth it? You won the last word in our discussion. You hit the jugular, but was it worth it? Can we just get back to being, close again? What's unfolding behind the scenes that Aries doesn't see? The Sun, major for Leo, and we're currently in Leo season. There's going to be a lot of, information coming out, Aries, in regards to you and another person that will be able to clear out any confusion, is what it feels like. I feel like someone's really trying to get back to having fun with you, get back to a friendship, get back to feeling like they can connect with you to share good moments with. How does Aries feel? The 7 of Cups. You're confused right now about what to do here. You're looking over your options. You're trying to figure out if one of your options should just let this be done. What's the overall energy? The 3 of Wands, Aries energy, influenced by the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So there's love here between you and another person. There is romantic affection, but someone feels like, someone put a wall up so quick because of what may have went down recently, and someone's waiting for the temperature to cool. Someone's waiting for the temperature to cool. Someone feels like trust was broken. I'm looking at the 7 of Swords now with the King and Queen of Cups. Someone feels like someone was possibly emotionally manipulative. Because sometimes the King and Queen of Cups with the 7 of Swords can be, being very emotionally mature and very loving and compassionate, but at times using it to manipulate a situation. Like even the ones that are loving and, mature can take advantage of a situation every now and then. Clarify this person's feelings for Aries this week. The King of Swords. This person wants to be truthful about something with you. They feel ready to come talk to you about something. They're stressing out about you big time with the 9 of Swords. They're stressing about whether you'll want to hear from them, whether you'll even care about what they have to say. Someone is really feeling like something that happened between the 2 of you was not worth it. Was not worth it. And then I see the 4 of Wands. This could have been someone that you were building something with, or you were getting to know each other, just started to visit each other's homes. Someone introduced someone to their child, took the connection that serious to, introduce to a child. Someone's acknowledging that they were a little bit impulsive with their mouth, like said something out of frustration, but immediately regretted saying it, or immediately regretted hitting send if it was through a text message, where there was an attempt to hit unsend, but it was too late. Someone already read it. That's a very specific message. All right, let's take a look at Aries this week. Aries, you've got a lot of choices around you. I feel like you're trying to look at your options this week and figure out if you should just go in a different direction or give someone a chance to like clear things up with you if you feel like someone was not being honest about something, or someone said something out of fear and then immediately regretted saying it. Like they weren't honest when you guys were talking about something. Why the Seven of Cups? The Moon, Pisces energy. You feel like someone wasn't being fully honest with you, Aries, about something that was said or did, and you're just trying to figure out if you even care to clear things up or if you should just move in a different direction. You're trying to pay attention to signs and signals that your spirit team is trying to guide you to see or feel or hear. Ace of Pentacles, you want something very real and stable. You don't want anything messy. Not saying that this connection is messy, but when you start off the reading with the Five of Swords, it's got already a tone to it that talks about misunderstandings, hurtful things being said, things like that. So let's clarify this person's intentions. We got the Three of Cups. And then I see the Ten of Cups. At the very bare bones, this person at least wants their friendship back with you if you're not trusting them romantically. Why the Three of Cups? Ace of Cups. They want love though. You got someone that intends to communicate a lot of truths to you in the hopes that this would allow for a fresh new start where you guys can just, you know, clear things up. But they are feeling very limited. Eight of Swords, they feel like they already just, you know, destroyed all chance or option that they had to come towards you in a mere couple seconds of saying something. I keep on getting something was said or typed that you can't take back. Even if you take it back, it was already heard or seen. And it doesn't even have to be nasty stuff. Sometimes the Five of Swords can just be someone wasn't being truthfully honest about something. Truthfully honest. That was redundant. Someone said something out of fear. You know? Let me get another card on that Five of Swords, but I'm going to use a different tarot deck. But hold on. One card fell on the floor. Okay. Let me use this one to clarify it with. Clarify that Five of Swords, please, for this person's feelings towards Aries. The Fool, Aries energy. Something about taking a chance on something with you, taking a leap of faith. Someone may feel like you're innocent and they didn't want to like get in your way in your life. Like someone may feel like you're very innocent and that, you know, they might know themselves pretty well and know that you deserve better maybe. Six of Pentacles could be someone that kind of breadcrumbed a little bit. It's like someone may feel like they were protecting you by not being honest about something, because they see you as innocent. I don't know how else to explain that. Let's clarify the overall energy. Why the Three of Wands, Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands? The Chariot, Cancer energy, and then I see the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. The overall energy shows me someone being very determined to create, very determined to plant seeds, very determined to watch something grow. And the Three of Wands is all about staying open to exploring, even if there is no label. Like kind of like dipping your toe in the water and just checking the temperature as you go. Not making any definite plans, but like we'll see sort of energy. That's what I'm kind of getting. Like someone doesn't want to give like a definite answer on something, but is coming in with a, we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting for this overall energy, Aries. Whether you're saying that to somebody or someone's saying it to you, someone's like, all right, let's just see. Let's just see how it goes. So let's clarify the Sun as what's unfolding behind the scenes. If I can talk. If I can talk. Shoot. All right. The card flipped over. Queen of Pentacles, and then I got the Seven of Pentacles. It feels like after what has happened, someone has been taking a step back to assess things a little bit from a different perspective. It's like someone's trying to think clearly about future goals. Someone's trying not to be impulsive about something. Someone may feel like they acted impulsive initially, but is taking a step back to assess the situation and think where they could have gone differently or done differently. Someone looking at something more optimistically, I can't say that word, being more optimistic. I need to know a card on how Aries feels. You know what? Let me use a different deck. Tell me more about how Aries feels about this person, please. Some of you feel disrespected, or I don't know, like something was hidden. The Two of Cups, this is Venus and Cancer. And then I got the Eight of Swords. Aries, I am feeling like you feel a deep connection with this person, but you feel like something has already been sabotaged. You feel like something has already like set a negative tone, but a part of you wonders if you're overthinking it. And then I see the King of Wands, which is one of your court cards. But this is associated with Leo. You're the Queen of Wands. So there's a lot of attraction between two people, but someone came in with like an impulsive idea about something that they wish that they could take back. I hope this is making sense. Someone feels like their other person is a strong influence, like influences. Some of you could be dating an influencer. Doesn't have to be like a social media influencer, but like someone that does job recruits for companies, you know, trains people, is very influential. All right. And then I see the Queen of Wands, that's you. So Aries, what I'm strongly getting off of you and another person is that there's strong chemistry, there's strong physical attraction, but because someone assumed one was like innocent or like too naive or carefree, said something prematurely that can't be said or can't be unsaid, and is wanting to still be close to you, but may feel like they screwed something up, yet alone, like a romantic like future with that Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. I don't know what this person's trying to say. I don't know if they said something nasty to you or if they just said something that, you know, got you questioning things. Anything else for Aries in this situation before I pull the hidden message? Queen of Wands, your court card. And then I got the Magician. Aries, I'm strongly getting that you have a lot of beautiful potential around you. You have the power to really create the life that you want, including the relationships you want. You do not have to settle for less than. You don't have to settle for someone who's confused or doesn't know what they want or says things that they don't mean and wish that they could take things back. You want someone that owns their truth, you know, takes full responsibility for their actions and leads with confidence. Even though you're saying that they are an influence and that they are someone very authoritative, when it comes to the connection with you, you feel like this is where they were lacking. You're saying that they're very high energy, confident in many other situations in their life, but when it came to you, it's where you felt like they faltered, they lacked a lot of confidence in what they say or do, and it left you feeling like, all right, whatever. But you've got the power to create the life that you want. Don't let anything stop you. Okay, you've been getting some really good messages lately, Aries. This is a really good year for you, I feel. A very good year for you. But I am getting that you're looking at something in a different perspective, trying to figure out if you wasted your time or if someone like led you on. if I were you, I'd just let this go and let whatever needs to unfold happen naturally, and just take good care of you. Just take good care of you. Because this looks like it's meant to be a really good year for you, and I just don't want to see you like wasting any valuable moments wondering about someone who may not be wondering about you or is not willing to like own up to something. Okay? So let's get the hidden messages. Let me just combine these. I'm sick of having them in 2 sections. Oh, wow. That's a lot, though. Now that makes sense why I did them in 2 sections. All right, never mind. I just opened up to misunderstood in reverse. The real version never made it past the rumors. Now they're stuck defending what they never said. For some of you, Aries, someone may be feeling like that's not what I said. You misinterpreted. I feel misunderstood. But it came out in reverse, perhaps indicating that you understood perfectly, but someone is regretting what they say, so now they're trying to label it as you misunderstood me. That's not what I meant. Something like that. And then I see the audacity card. Boundaries were crossed, and the worst part, they act like it was their right. Okay? Like you're looking at someone thinking, the audacity to say what you said, or do what you do, or did what you did, and just want to erase my memory and act like it's not what really happened. Like some of you, Aries, are feeling a little bit frustrated that someone wants to act like you're naive and that you're not aware of what went down when you're not naive. You're not unaware. You came in as the Queen of Wands twice. Someone has you pegged as naive or innocent with that Fool energy, but that might just be a persona just to get people to, get comfortable around you and say things that they probably wouldn't say around people that they think aren't naive. Okay? The audacity to think I am naive, that sort of thing. For zodiac signs that came through the tarot, you could be dealing with a Leo. I've got strong Aquarius, Gemini here. Virgo is here, Taurus, Libra, Cancerian energy. Pisces. It could be any zodiac sign though. Please drop that like and subscribe button if you're a girl. If you haven't already, I greatly appreciate it. Physical passion. This connection is charged with desire. Just make sure hearts aren't getting lost in the heat. I already said that earlier with that King and Queen of Wands repeatedly showing up. There's a lot of physical attraction you and another person have with each other, Aries. I don't think anyone can really connect with a fire sign and not think, oh, that was passionate. You guys are the fire. But someone's needing more. And as I'm saying that, I look over to see done settling. You're no longer lowering the bar to make love fit. If it's not meeting you at your level, it's not meant for you. I could have sworn I got this for you last week, Aries. I feel like I got this for you last week. I know it's backwards. YouTube changed the settings to where it's all mirrored now. I've already tried everything I could do to fix it. But yeah. Villain vibes. They're never the villain in their own story, but the Trail of Chaos says otherwise. Something about their vibe just doesn't sit right. Yeah, some of you, Aries, you may have someone that says things or does things, but then tries to gaslight and act like, oh, that's not what I said. Oh, you totally misunderstood. No. I'm sorry that you didn't understand what I was saying or doing, but don't put words in my mouth. Some of you may be dealing with someone that acts a certain way, but then tries to make you think that you're seeing something wrong. Happily ever after, you're no longer wondering if it's the right person. You're building something beautiful with them. Some of you, Aries, I do feel like your love life is unfolding in such a beautiful way that I don't want you to get caught up in what's going on right here if this message didn't resonate. If you are in a stable, healthy partnership, things are going good for the two of you, okay? But for other Aries, they're still working on finding that path that leads to this, which I feel like they will eventually. Making peace. After all the drama and side eyes, someone's ready to drop the aggression. The energy is shifting from war zone to neutral ground. Yeah, Aries, that message came up repeatedly from this entire reading. Someone really wants to make peace after, something that may have been very hurtful. Hi, Nancy. Expecting on the bottom. A new life is forming, ready or not. This changes the vibe, the stakes, and the whole storyline. Some of you may be confused about a pregnancy with that moon energy there in the Seven of Cups. Because I also have the Empress right here of the Chariot. You know, rushing to the doctor to go get a test with that Empress in the Chariot because of confusion, moon to the Seven of Cups. That's obviously not everybody. All right, so hope that helps, Aries. I just posted your new weekly reading yesterday. It's in my August playlist, where you'll also find your August monthly that goes into other topics of your life, not just romance. All right, enjoy your weekend, Aries. On to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. All right, what do we have for Taurus? For the next 7 days, what do we have for Taurus, please? What do we have for Taurus and the person on their mind right now? Two more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my terrific Taurians. All right, Taurus, your person on your mind, how do they feel about you this week? The Five of Swords. That's the exact same card I just got for Aries. So if you're a cusper, you might be experiencing similar things. What's this person's intentions with Taurus? Queen of Swords. This person wants to talk to you about something very important. They want to clear the air about something. They want to get your perspective. They want to get your side. What is unfolding behind the scenes that Taurus doesn't see? Temperance, healing. There's healing. There's harmony. What is Taurus's feelings for this person? Ace of Pentacles. All right, you care about them. And the overall energy, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Swords is often that card that shows up when two people are keeping a close eye on each other, even if there's no communication right now. And the Page of Pentacles sometimes shows up as extending an olive branch if there was some sort of heated moment or some sort of huge disagreement or something that took place that kind of created some tension, okay, is what I'm strongly getting. So let's dive into this person's feelings. We got the Five of Swords. Clarify the Five of Swords, please. Ace of Swords. It's the same message repeatedly coming through. Taurus, you got someone here that wants to break the ice and really talk about what needs to be discussed. This person is being very, very adamant about getting their word out, getting their side out, and then hearing your side. It kind of feels like this is a relationship where you guys have been knee-deep into the connection, making future plans, meeting each other's family. Like it was knee-deep into a life being created, but maybe last night you guys had an argument, or a couple days ago, I don't know. You still want this with this person. So it's not tapping into someone that you don't care about or that you don't want or that you feel is always this type of connection for you. The Chariot, the King of Wands, Leo energy, Cancer, and then the Ace of Cups. Clarify Taurus's feelings. Why the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Cups. Yeah, Taurus, you really do care about this person. I've got repeated aces showing up indicating that something challenged the two of you's relationship, but it helped you guys appreciate the relationship a bit more. It's kind of what I'm getting here. It's kind of what I'm getting here. Six of Pentacles on the bottom. You're willing to reciprocate as long as you guys can get past this. So let's break down this person's intentions. We got the Queen of Swords. Why the Queen of Swords? Seven of Swords in the Lover's card. This person intends to tell you the truth so that way you guys can like continue being close together. Someone caught someone in a lie or feels like someone was being kind of shady. Someone was like giving into some shenanigans. I don't know if that's you, Taurus, or this person, but it feels like trust has been broken and someone wants to talk about it. Someone wants to clear the air and like, you know, get it out in the open so that there's no hearsay happening, no like he said, she said stuff. Someone wants to finish strong here. You guys watch each other a lot. And even if you guys live together, it's the energy of like looking over at each other across the room. It's like, It's kind of what it feels like. Someone trying to wait to see who breaks the silence, breaks the tension. Like there's some stubborn energy surrounding this too. Like someone doesn't want to be the one that says I'm sorry first or admits that they were wrong first. All right, let's take a look at Temperance, because Temperance is an angel trying to blend two people together to find a compromise, find balance, find mutual respect. Clarify Temperance. Three of Cups, which is my reunion card at times. So Taurus, this week, you and another person are really trying to have a honest discussion about something that really upset you both in order for there to still be, you know, a relationship to go back to. Someone feels like you're really upset at them, but they also want you to know that there's something that they're upset about too. Let me get another card on that. I'm going to use a different tarot deck. Someone's like, yeah, I was wrong, but you were wrong too. We got to admit that. It's like it feels like it was people taking turns here trying to get the other one upset. Tell me more about how this person feels about Taurus this week. The Three of Cups came out again, and it came out with the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and the Queen of Pentacles, which is one of your court cards. Taurus, someone's being very crystal clear here that they want to be devoted to this connection. Their feelings for you are genuine, they're sincere, and they would like to, you know, get close to you, but they feel like you're waiting on something with that Three of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles, whether waiting on an apology, waiting on them to be more honest about something, or waiting for the mood to settle. Like even if you're not waiting on them talking to you about anything, sometimes when you're in a mood, you're like, all right, let me just get out of this dang mood I'm in. Let me just give it a couple days. Like that. It could simply be that. But I am getting that you both are not closed off with each other, but something needs to be cleared up. Otherwise, it's going to get worse before it gets better. There could be a slight age difference. You might be a little bit older than this person. For some, there's a truth surrounding a third party with that Three of Cups repeatedly showing up. Someone wanting to be honest about a third party. Maybe someone was acting a little too flirty with someone much younger, Page of Cups, or that, you know, the connection kind of started off that way and someone's trying to figure out what someone is choosing to do moving forward. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Someone here could be acknowledging that they're walking away from someone that was trying to come in between the two of you, whether on your side or their side. Someone may be acknowledging that they walked away from talking to a younger water sign. It's like someone's acting like they were doing something to get someone's attention because someone felt like the relationship was moving too slow and felt like they needed to add a little spice to the situation to get people moving again. Oh, Taurus. All of a sudden, I'm getting the message that someone intentionally made someone jealous because someone felt like the connection was moving too slowly, or someone wasn't making plans, you know, to show that they were serious. So like someone may have purposely flirted with someone random just to get a response out of their person to see if there's even strong feelings there, to see if anyone would even care. That's not going to be for everybody, but I am getting that someone intentionally flirted with someone younger because the relationship was moving too slow. Knight of Pentacles. Play silly games, win silly prizes. Intentionally making people jealous is just, it's not necessary. Communication is necessary, but no judgment. All right, anything else for Taurus and this person? Tell me more about what's unfolding behind the scenes between Taurus's love life this week. The Wheel of Fortune and the Magician right underneath that, and the Fool. Karma is going to take care of what karma needs to take care of. The Wheel of Fortune comes in with, you know, strong lessons. It comes in with what goes around comes around. It's usually for our highest good when it's in the upright position. So whatever the universe is trying to do this week, it's going to benefit someone strongly. But I got the Magician and I got the Fool. Taurus, I feel like you're manifesting some sort of change in your life, and I feel like that change is heading your way. There's inevitable change happening, but don't be surprised if it doesn't unfold just the way you're thinking it would. Okay, but I am getting that someone's making a U-turn back to the situation because someone's in their feelings right now about their person. And then I see the Empress, which is your energy, with the Justice card, wanting someone to take responsibility of something, to create balance again. Dang, Taurus. You got an interesting week. I usually don't get this for you guys. Anything else for Taurus? Anything else for Taurus before I pull the hidden message? Two of Cups, and I got the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Someone is going to start off a conversation being very to the point and blunt, but then it starts to become more softer and more emotionally charged up by the end of the conversation. You know, so it's kind of like, hey, we need to talk. And then at the end of the conversation, it turns into, I love you. Please don't ever be mad at me again. It feels like your week ends on a very like lighthearted note. Is kind of what I'm getting off of that. Taurus, what are you doing? All right, so let's get the hidden message. Let's get the hidden message. Oh, for zodiac signs, I see strong Gemini. Strong Gemini. Oh, a whole lot of Gemini in this reading. Sagittarius is here. I've got, oh, look at that. Yep, look at that. Third wheel. A side character is trying to write themselves into the main plot, but this story already has a leading duo. I said that for some of you. Someone may be trying to interfere with a relationship that's already building because they want what someone else has. So Taurus, either that's on your side or this person's side. Someone younger who was jealous of someone's relationship started to get a bit flirty and someone fell for it. And the other person got upset that someone fell for it. It's like, can't you tell that this person's just trying to break us up? Are you that naive? It's like someone's wanting to say that to somebody. Bad timing on the bottom. The universe isn't punishing you. It's protecting what isn't fully aligned yet. What's truly meant for you won't miss you. And then I see secrets and lies in reverse. Not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, or double lives could be distorting the connection. Well, that sums it up. So Taurus, this week, someone's going to be opening up a mason jar of truth serum. And it's going to get really honest up here. Okay, but what I felt intuitively is that it starts off that way, but it ends in being lovey-dovey with each other. So whatever is said, it clears something up to where you guys get closer. Anything else for Taurus? Travel partner. You found someone who travels at your pace. There's harmony in the way you navigate the world together. Some of you might travel a lot with this person, or you guys took, took some time to like drive around town, drive around your city, things like that. and you guys discover that you guys have a lot of interests in common, like to go to the same restaurants, go to see the same sites, the same museums, things like that, or you actually travel together. Breaking up in reverse, whether it's official or emotional, a break has happened. What once held you together can no longer hold your growth. Yeah, the universe is saying this, the way you guys have been running your relationship is no longer supporting you guys' growth. Things need to change, otherwise the universe is going to pull this away. All right, Taurus, so I hope that helps. I am uploading your new weekly. It'll be posted tomorrow morning, okay, Taurus? So if you watch this later, tomorrow means Sunday morning. All right, take good care of you. On to Gemini. And I did already announce the zodiac signs that came through. Yeah, I did. All right, Gemini is next. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? Where's my Gemmy Gems? Hi, good morning. Buenos dias. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic out there. 1 second. All right, what do we have for Gemini? Oh, shoot. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put a title for this video. Whoops. So half of you don't even know what this reading is about. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can update that. Hold on for a second. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, you guys. 1 second. Uno momento. Whoops. Half you guys are like, what's this chick doing? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was like, oh my goodness. No one knows what this video is about. All right. Back to the reading. I'll add my little cute emojis later. I couldn't do it from that device. All right. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? I'm surprised you guys didn't tell me. You guys usually tell me everything. Hold on for a second. Oh my goodness. I'm such an airhead sometimes. I had a weird morning. Right when I was about to do this live stream, one of my birds took a poop on my shoulder, so I had to change my original shirt. And then a lot of other shenanigans. Okay. All right, what do we have with Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Gemmy Gems. All right, Gemini, your person's feelings this week. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Rachel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This person's intentions with Gemini this week. The Sun, major for Leo. What's unfolding behind the scenes that you don't see just yet, Gemini? The Ace of Swords. Dang, everyone's getting that card lately or today. How does Gemini feel about this person? The Fool, major for Aries. And the overall energy this week is the Justice card, influenced by the Empress and the 2 of Swords. It feels like the theme this week is people being more open and honest. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Nova. Thank you. It feels like the theme this week is everyone being open and honest so that they don't lose their opportunities with people that they care about. Because what I'm getting off of you, Gemini, you're in this energy of, I can take it or leave it. I'm good on my own. But if someone wants to come towards me and build something from an authentic space, heck yeah, I'll be open for it. But if someone is not who I need and is disrespecting me in any way, then I can go in a different direction. You're in that I could take it or leave it sort of energy. You just want the truth. All right, so this week someone's feeling the Five of Pentacles for you. As if someone feels like you grew cold against them because of something. Like something may have been a turnoff for you. Why the Five of Pentacles for how this person feels about Gemini? Page of Pentacles, they still feel like there's potential here and they're not going to let up until there's no potential at all. This person feels like this is not going to keep going on forever, that things will start to work in their favor. This person intends to make you happy. But I also feel like that Sun, along with that Ace of Swords, feels more than just intending to make someone happy, but it feels more of clarity being given. Emperor on the bottom, and we just saw the Empress. Someone here is showing that they have more discipline than maybe they showed in the previous weeks. Like someone may have given off the reputation or the impression that they're not disciplined, that they lack self-control. Someone this week is wanting to show, no, that's not true. That's not true. I'll show you. Gemini, you got someone coming through that is being very determined to show you that you can depend on them. Because right now they feel like you're giving them the cold shoulder and they don't like it. But there's got to have been a reason why you're doing that. So let's take a look at why your feelings this week is the Fool card. The Fool is pretty much just you saying that you're ready for a new beginning and you're open to where that beginning comes from as long as it's in alignment with you and, you know, shows up for you the way you need it. Why the Fool? You're pretty much saying not everything needs a plan as long as oh, 10 of Cups. And the Three of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. So you're pretty much saying, Gemini, you feel open to exploring as long as someone is being very clear on their intent and is not playing any games and keeps the spark alive. You just want to feel a strong spark with somebody. You just want to feel like someone, you know, appreciates everything that you have to offer. Thank you so much, BB Queen. I appreciate you. Gemini, something beautiful is unfolding for you around this time frame. The fact that you've got the Three of Wands and the 10 of Cups feels like you are aware that your life is changing and it's changing in a really good way. And you feel like keeping your energy open to many shifts and turns is the best route for you right now. You're feeling like it's best to not have a solid plan, but to still just be open to how things unfold for you. It's like when you're too attached to an outcome, when you put too much emphasis on a specific plan, it leaves no room for surprises or unexpected changes. I like how you're showing up here, Gemini. I really like how you're showing up. You're really showing up, you know, ready for something major. So let's clarify this person's intentions. We got the Sun. Why the Sun? Why the Sun, please? Why the Sun? Page of Swords. They intend to keep a close eye out on you. They intend to watch you from a space of what's Gemini going to do next. And I got the Empress right underneath that. So we get the Emperor and the Empress showing up here, indicating, Gemini, that You've got someone here that feels like the potential is not just potential, that there could be a real, life to be created here together. The Emperor and the Empress come up in my readings when someone's thinking marriage. And parenthood too, for some. But someone may be feeling like you're giving them the cold shoulder this week. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords for what you don't see unfolding behind the scenes. I just saw the Three of Cups. Everyone seems to be getting that card lately. Why the Ace of Swords, please, for what's unfolding behind the scenes? Seven of Cups, and I got the Queen of Swords and the Chariot. It feels like everyone's getting the same message this week. So I don't know if someone's watching their Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement right now. It just feels like this is a week of truth. This is a week of cutting through the BS and saying what you feel, saying what's on your mind, being honest, even if being honest hurts. Just the Sun being Leo energy, and we're in Leo season, feels like the universe is trying to eliminate everything that's been hidden from people for weeks, months maybe, so that way we know exactly what path we should choose moving forward. It's like that Sun wants to come out and be like, see, this is what you missed last week. This is what you weren't noticing. Justice is the overall energy. Why the Justice card, please? Why the Justice card? The Magician and the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so Gemini, it feels like around this time frame, your manifestation abilities is on high alert, okay? So just be mindful that you're focusing on what you would like to create in your life and not focusing on things that you don't really want. And I already said a second ago, your energy looks really good, all right? It feels like you're in a really good spot right now to really make some big changes. Some big changes. And I'm here for it. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Gigi. Or CG or Gigi. Happy birthday. Jeez, Gemini. All right, let me get another card on this person's feelings because... Let me just get another card on their feelings. Two of Cups. And the Queen of Cups. So Gemini, it feels like around this time frame, at the very start of the week, someone feels like you're giving them a little bit of the cold shoulder, but I don't feel like you're doing anything on purpose. I feel like you're just doing your own thing. So whatever that is, it might be different than what someone is used to seeing from you. And that could be leaving someone feeling like, is Gemini giving me the cold shoulder? When you're not following a specific plan this week with the Fool. You're kind of just doing your own thing this week. So that might be different than what you were doing last week. All I know is someone's watching you enough to know how you normally operate, how you normally roll, and is seeing a shift in your behavior. Something about you is different, even though I see that you're not trying to be intentional about it, okay? But it's getting someone to want to be more assertive about what they want in case there is a chance that you're going in a different direction. Someone is not wanting to lose you at all. Could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Pisces. Someone wants to take the reins. Someone wants to be like, all right, if you need me to be assertive, I will be assertive. Here's me being assertive. Is that going to cut it for you? Because I'm strongly getting that this person feels like they were misunderstood, like categorized as not being like assertive or goes after what they want or is disciplined. And they're like, no, that's not me at all. Maybe I had a bad week. It's just like someone is being really clear that they want to see this happen with you. Anything else for Gemini before I pull the hidden messages? Judgment, Scorpio energy. I can't show you the close-up of the cards. It's got cartoon butts on it. Hold on, let me just... Judgment. Judgment often shows up when there is room for growth, when there's room for forgiveness, when there's room for second chances. Gemini, I'm strongly getting that around this time frame, you're not opposed to connecting with this person moving forward. You're not. But you're not also opposed to letting things just naturally happen in your life. Until you got a ring on your finger, you're kind of just doing your own thing. But it does feel like you do have a spark with this person, and you can visualize a future, but you're not restricting it, okay? So that's kind of what I got for you for this week. So let's get the hidden messages. You got someone that's pretty much saying, oh, you think I'm not assertive? Well, watch this. You don't think I go after what I want? Well, watch this. It's kind of what I'm getting off of them. It's like they're doing a little finger snap. That was so lame. That was so lame. Gemini, your person's being funny now. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, I have Aries, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo, Libra. I said Taurus already, right? Yeah, a lot of Taurus. Please rock that like and subscribe button for you girls if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Unsent text. A message was typed with intention, then deleted out of fear. The sound says more than words would have. So for some of you, with that Five of Pentacles being there, for this person feeling like you're kind of giving them the cold shoulder, they may have attempted to be assertive and say what's on their mind, but deleted the text out of fear. But it looks like around this time frame, they're just saying, F it, I'm gonna send that text. I'm chicken out, I'm not gonna chicken out, I'm not gonna delete it, I'm gonna send that text. So maybe you're just wanting someone to be more assertive and show what they want and have, go after it. You're needing someone like that. That's kind of what I'm getting. It kind of feels romantic. It doesn't feel negative at all, Gemini. It feels like you have a spark with someone, but you didn't feel like they were being serious enough about you. And you're kind of like doing your own thing this week, and they're like, screw it, I'm going to send that text to Gemini. It did not feel negative at all. Lingering ex. Whether they're still talking or just secretly hoping, an ex is impacting how this connection is unfolding. Some of you Geminis, just for some of you, you may be kind of going with the flow of the situation because a part of you may have some reservations about whether or not they're finished with a past situation or that's you, okay? But it does feel like someone may be worried that someone hasn't fully closed an old chapter, and that could be why someone was not risking being vulnerable. Oh, that might be you, Gemini. Like someone was avoiding being vulnerable with you and unsent a text because they feared that you may have still had feelings for an ex. Could be what I'm getting. It's like someone saying, I can't be vulnerable with that person while they're possibly still talking to their baby's dad or baby's mother or their ex. What if they're going to read the text together? It's like someone started to get in their head. Someone may be also watching someone from a fake profile. This feels separate from the message I've been getting up to this point. So this could be a side message, Gemini, that someone's watching you from a fake profile. It could be a lingering ex watching you to see if you're moved on, to see if you're talking to anyone new. Or for some of you, it's not an ex. It's a person that you were at one point friends with or acquaintances with, and they got obsessive about you. And you may have blocked them from looking at your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, or whatnot, and you're seeing a whole bunch of burner accounts watching you instead. Okay. All I know is I have a Gemini that's coming through that's saying, I am done settling. I am done lowering my standards to meet people where they're at. People need to meet me where I'm at, or I'm going to choose to meet people higher so that way I'm always growing. Burning bridges is the final card. It's not about closure, it's about cutting ties. Whatever connection existed, it's been torched beyond repair. Some of you Geminis, you're looking at someone thinking, you done burned that bridge. I am not interested, thank you. But I'm also getting like a situation that was not even a relationship. Like Gemini, it feels like you got someone that is very like, I don't know. It feels like this is not someone that you were ever romantic with. Someone that may have had interest in you and you had no interest in them. And then you started to pull away and they end up getting more focused on you as time went on. Might be someone on social media that you are tempted to get canceled. They crossed the line, now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public. For some of you, if you're connecting with someone in a social media presence, you're calling out their shenanigans publicly maybe. Like if someone's harassing you, stalking you or whatnot, you may be calling someone out if they're presenting themselves in one way to the public. You're like, all right, I'm gonna flash some receipts. All right. So you could be dealing with an Aries, strong Aries, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Libra again, Cancerian energy is here, and Leo. But it could be any zodiac sign. All right, so I hope that helps, Gemini. Do check out your August monthly, and I'll be posting your weekly here tomorrow or Monday. All right, enjoy your weekend. On to the Cancers. Hi, Cancer. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. Is my sound quality still good? Just want to make sure that the quality of the audio is good, or the video quality, because I've been having some internet problems. Everything's good? All right, thank you. All right, what do we have for Cancer this week? It's just been a lot of thunderstorms lately, and all my electronics have been acting funny. All right, what do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer this week? What do we have for Cancer this week, please? Two more shuffles? One, two. Let's rock this and deck for my adorable Krabby Patties. All right, Cancer, the person on your mind, what are their feelings for you? We have the Page of Swords. Their intentions with you, Three of Pentacles. What's unfolding behind the scenes that you don't see yet, Six of Pentacles. You've got someone, Cancer, that really wants to build something with you. This is someone that's going to be asking you some curious questions this week. Like you're going to get some random questions from them. And it's just to understand you a little bit. This feels like it's in the early building stage. Someone wants to like create a foundation first before worrying about all the other stuff. So it feels like someone's coming at you kind of like a friendship first. What is Cancer's feelings for this person? The Three of Wands. We got repeated threes. In the overall energies, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, influenced by the King of Wands, and then I see the Three of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Someone's wanting to make certain that someone is over their past, that there's no exes involved before becoming more vulnerable. So Cancer, it feels like someone is trying to build something with you around this time frame. They're going to be asking you a lot of curious questions, and some of those questions might be like trying to have a roundabout way of asking if you're single and whether you're still dealing with any past people or that you still have feelings for any old relationships. It feels like someone is looking for something higher level and doesn't want to get caught up in anything that is going to be, you know, breaking their heart eventually. Someone's very interested in you this week. For some, it could be a coworker with that Three of Pentacles, or someone that is in your like work environment, like someone that you have met while working or while they were working. It feels like this is a connection where there's a lot of in-person, encounters. It doesn't feel like this is an internet thing or someone that you just met on a dating app. It feels like this is like a in-person type of connection that you're building with someone where you've hugged each other, or at least like been around each other in the physical. All right, we'll get more into that because it could definitely, turn into something later. So let me just clarify. Let's dive into this person's feelings. We got the Page of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. And the Lover's card on the bottom. Eight of Pentacles. And we got the Three of Pentacles right there. You've got someone very dedicated and determined to like get closer to you around this time frame, Cancer. They're really coming in like putting in a lot of work behind the scenes and in person. But there's still this lingering doubt that you've got other people in your life. All right, let me dive into your feelings. Maybe you'll give me some more context. You've got the Three of Wands. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Cancer. It feels like whoever this person is, you've got more attraction for them than they even realize. Like this is someone that thinks that they're the ones that are like being kind of like open to exploring something with you, thinking that they're the ones that are stepping out of their comfort zone to like build something with you, to get you warmed up to them. Little do they know you've been warmed up to them for a bit. Like this could be someone that just realized that they liked you, but maybe you've liked them all along. It's kind of what I'm getting all of a sudden. It feels like someone has a delayed develop, like their feelings developed for you a little delayed, but that you are already onto like checking them out for a bit. So some of you Cancers may discover that someone that you've been crushing on for a while now is now crushing on you and getting ready to do something about it. And you might be playing it off as like you had no idea that they were interested in you. Like, oh really? You're interested in me? But you've been checking them out for a bit now, it kind of feels like. Cancer. All right, let's clarify this person's intentions. Feels like you both have been like looking at each other, just wanting to like explore something, but this person was a little delayed. Maybe they had other things going on. Maybe they just saw you as a friend. Why the Three of Pentacles? Two of Wands. They're getting ready to make a move. It even says right there, what's your next move? And I see the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. Cancer, someone's about to make a move on you. That's what I'm strongly getting. Someone is getting ready to plan something and I don't feel like you have any idea. And with the Six of Wands being here, that's Jupiter and Leo, and we're in Leo season. Jupiter and Leo is all about giving someone a lot of praise, a lot of compliments, being like, hey, I've been watching you, you're doing really well, I really like you, let's try this out. Someone wants to turn it up. So if things have been kind of like friendshipy or kind of platonic-y, someone's getting ready to turn it up. Someone wants to give to this like now. Clarify that Six of Pentacles. It just feels like someone's been watching and observing you just to make certain that you're not like dealing with anybody else, because they don't want to be a part of any third parties or any messes. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Yep. And then I see the Ace of Swords right underneath that. Cancer, it feels like someone's getting ready to make a move on you around this time frame. That's what I'm strongly getting. Someone's taking the lead. Someone's wanting to set the tone moving forward. And I got the King and Queen of Wands now. That's a very passionate dynamic that is being created around this time frame. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. This is someone that you have been watching and observing and flirting with, crushing on, and not feeling like anything was going anywhere. And now someone is noticing you, but they don't know that you've been noticing them for a bit. Let me get another card on their feelings. I was not expecting that. That's actually cute. Give me another card on how this person feels towards Cancer. They're definitely curious about you. Dive deeper into their feelings for Cancer, please. The Four of Swords and the Nine of Cups. They may have been assuming that you've been getting over a past situation with that Four of Swords, taking a break on dating, Four of Swords, and just worried about yourself, Nine of Cups. Like someone didn't want to impose on you just wanting space for yourself, wanting a time out for yourself. They may be aware that maybe you went through a breakup a little while ago. I don't know. But this person is assuming that you just wanted to stay focused on yourself for a little bit, and they didn't want to, like, you know, offer you anything and then be rejected and blow their opportunity for a later date. And with that Death card being here and the Page of Pentacles, it is confirming to me that someone was just wanting to make certain that there's no exes peeking in. All right. Anything else? Anything else for this person's next actions? The Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords, Two of Wands again, the Emperor, and then I see the Eight of Cups. The Emperor shows up when someone's getting ready to boss up, getting ready to take ownership, getting ready to take action and, you know, lead up after maybe being a little bit guarded. All right. They're making their next move, which is the card that we just talked about over here, exact same card. And if it doesn't work out, they're just going to go in a different direction. If it doesn't turn in their favor, if it doesn't work in their favor, they're just going to walk away. This is someone that when they say that they like someone and someone does not reciprocate, they're the type of person that just walks away and you never hear from them again. They're not going to linger around hoping that you're going to change your mind. You know, this is someone that has a lot of self-worth and has trust that if something's meant to happen, it's going to happen. Okay? But if this person doesn't do anything, though, the universe is going to do something anyway. I get a hair tickling me. Anything else? Anything else for Cancer this week? What else can Cancer expect with or without the situation? Anything else for Cancer this week? The Hanged Man and the Moon. And then I see the Ten of Pentacles. So around this time frame, you're in like a little holding period where you're like, all right, I'm ready to see a different perspective on things and hope for a future that is successful, Ten of Pentacles, where I'm in alignment with the Chariot Cancer energy. So you're ready and prepared for another perspective, Cancer. You're ready and prepared for another perspective. So let's get the hidden message. For zodiac signs that came through the tarot portion, I got strong Pisces. I've got Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries. Yeah, that's the main ones that got my attention. So let's get the hidden message. Oh, and Taurus. I think I already said Taurus. Please rock that like and subscribe button, figure out if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Drama queen in reverse. Don't get pulled into the drama. If peace showed up, they'd start a fight out of boredom. Cancer, some of you may be dealing with someone that's trying to rage bait you into some drama, or you're doing that to somebody else. Take that however it resonates, but they're asking for no drama. Marriage vows. Forever isn't fantasy here. It's a shared choice. Marriage is either present, predicted, or deeply desired. It showed up in reverse. Someone may be worried about their marital status, worried about whether their marriage is going to last or if it's going to recover from something that happened. And for others, someone may be wondering if someone's married because someone's really wanting to, you know, step forward and like talk to someone, ask them out on a date. Curated image. Every post is polished, every angle calculated. Don't get distracted by the highlight reel. Someone here may be so focused on what they look like on social media, things like that, that they're not focusing on what is going on in their real life behind that camera, behind that reel, behind that Facebook story or whatnot. Someone's needing to check themselves a little bit because they're focusing too much on appearances and not, you know, deeper, what's deeper going on. Someone new, someone unexpected could soon shift your perspective on love. You're not done discovering what your love is capable of. Yeah, Cancer, I'm strongly against someone crushing on you, but what I strongly got was that you've been crushing on them for a bit. So it feels very mutual. Feels very mutual. So, oh, and I see commitment issues on the bottom. Someone here is afraid to fully commit, whether they admit it or not. Emotional walls are high and avoidance is running the show. Cancer, that was a fun little reading. That was cute. That was nice. If it doesn't work out, it's just something that might give you a little motivation. All right, who's next? I already did Leo. Virgo. Hey, Virgo. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. All right, let's take a look at Virgo. Don't know if I want my sleeves up or down. What do we have for Virgo? Hold on for a second. I was getting a message, Virgo, but then it kind of just took off. I was trying to organize it and say it in words, but by the time I was trying to organize it, it was gone. My brain ghosted me. All right, we'll see if it comes back out. What do we have for Virgo this week? Next 7 days. 2 more shuffles for Virgo. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my vivacious Virgos. All right, so the person on your mind, what are their feelings this week? We have the World card. Their intentions with you, the Page of Swords. That dang card keeps on coming out for everybody. Some of you have someone watching you from a distance. They might be at a distance right now, whether traveling or just they live not local to you. What's unfolding behind the scenes? 8 of Pentacles. Virgo's feelings for this person, the Star, and the overall energy is the 8 of Wands, influenced by the King of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords also showed up. There's a lot happening around you right now, Virgo. I'm getting a very like things moving fast around you, but it doesn't feel negative. It feels like just a very busy week for you. But the momentum is built. Someone wanted to build it. All right, so let's break it down. Let's start with this person's feelings for you. We got the World card. Why the World card for how this person feels about Virgo, please? Why the World card? Seven of Wands and the Devil. Someone feels like you look at them in a very negative light. I wasn't expecting that. Everything else seemed very calm until that came through. Someone feels like you view them in a very negative light, and it looks like they're coming in defensive. It looks like they're coming in defensive, being like, hey, I don't like what you're saying about me behind my back. You know, like defending themselves. Whoever this person is, Virgo, they're keeping a close eye out on you, Page of Swords. But they also see the value with you. So they're holding on to this because of value. But at the same time, wants to defend something. Whether, you know, it's true or not. Let me get another card on that. Clarify that Devil with the Seven of Wands. Or maybe Temperance. And then I see the Eight of Cups. Someone feels like you're turning your back on them for not the right reasons. But what I've learned about Virgos is that Virgos will notice things that even the ones that they're noticing doing something may not be aware of they're doing it, if that makes sense. Like someone is really being genuine when they're saying, hey, why are you saying that about me? That's not true. And you might be looking at it thinking, you may not realize it's true, but it's true. You know, like imagine like someone not realizing that they can act manipulative from time to time. And it's just them being themselves. And they're like, oh my goodness, like learning something new about themselves. I don't know how else to explain that. But someone feels like you're turning your back on them and they're trying to like heal a situation. So now we have the Devil on one shoulder and the Angel on the other. Which one's going to get their voice heard louder? Let me just dive into your feelings really quick, Virgo, before I speak on anything more. But you've got a lot of big changes happening around you. This looks good for you. Let's start with your feelings for them. What's throwing me off is the Star is your feelings for them. So if they feel that you feel that way about them, why would the Star be how you feel? The Star is a really good card. Let's see. Why the Star for how Virgo feels about this person deep down this week? The Emperor, Major for Aries, and the Knight of Wands. You may feel like at times this person gives off the impression that they're very stable, very in control, very responsible, but then other moments you feel like they slip up and act very impulsive. You've noticed this about them. And it's leaving you wondering which part that you're observing is them majority of the time and what part of them is, you know, something that comes and goes from time to time. Because if it's a negative behavior that comes and goes from time to time, maybe you're willing to like compromise. But if it's what they do the majority of the time, but you're just now seeing it now, then you might feel like you need to keep to yourself. Is what I'm strongly getting. You feel like they give off two impressions. One, a responsible person, maybe a business owner, maybe a parent, just someone that takes care of a lot of their responsibilities. And then the impulsive person that just does and thinks about it later. I like how you're showing up, Virgo. Whatever's going on with your person and you've got something exciting showing up here for what's happening in your life in general. Let me get another card on your feelings, but I want to use a different tarot deck. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to getting what that message was that tried to come in and then I lost it. Because I wonder if it had something to do with that. Because Virgos, you know, you get a lot of information and you try to organize your thoughts. All right, and that's what was happening with me. I was getting a message and I was trying to organize my thoughts to verbally say it without sounding confusing, and it just disappeared in the middle of it. Tell me more about how Virgo feels about this person. The Eight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords to the Six of Pentacles for how you feel about someone. It feels like you're questioning how someone acts. Like the Six of Pentacles usually comes in as that person that's always donating to charity, is always being loving and supportive. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Melanie. I appreciate you. That person that's always donating to charity, or just seeming like that person that is always like wanting to help people, wanting to be there for people. But the Eight of Swords is telling me that you can't help but notice that there's times where you feel like it's performative. Because the Emperor is that person that will, you know, speak for a business and be like, hey, our business is going to support, you know, the Little League for, you know, kids' schools, blah, blah, blah. And you're thinking, wow, they're very supportive over the youth the youth sports. This is awesome. But then you might notice that behind the scenes, it was just for ego. It was just for ego. It's something like that. It's like you're questioning someone's intentions. You're questioning why someone is very supportive, very giving, things like that. But you're also wondering if you're overthinking it. And then I see the Hanged Man. And then I'm looking at the High Priestess, and it says, you already know. Listen, feel, know, keep it sacred. Silence knows more. Trust your intuition. So Virgo, if you're feeling like your observations is saying someone's being very performative and is not really who they really are, and that the negative behavior that you notice is the majority of them and not just a random moment, you're trying to trust your intuition. So let's clarify this person's intentions. We got the Page of Swords. And then I just saw the Magician. It's pretty much saying question everything. Question everything. Even if someone is being genuine, question everything. Why the Page of Swords? The Queen of Cups. And the Three of Swords. And then I see the Ace of Wands. This person intends to get close to you around this time frame. It feels like to win over your heart, Queen of Cups, but it feels like there's some pain already associated with that. Like if they're trying to get close to your heart, it's already been weakened by maybe prior actions, by maybe someone else or this person, and you're just trying to like protect what's left of your heart. So I wonder if that star as your feelings is a sign that you're healing. You feel like you got to heal, and you're not sure if you want someone to get close to you or not. And someone's trying to defend themselves so that they can continue getting closer to you. Is what I'm strongly getting. All right, so let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys could work together. You met at the workplace, or you guys were in the middle of building something when things just turned, left. Whoa. King of Cups in reverse. And then I see the King of Swords in the upright. King of Cups in reverse can be that person that, appears very sweet and loving, but it's manipulative. It's manipulative. Like that person that love bombs you and you think, oh, they love me. And then you find out it's all strategy with that King of Swords influencing it. So Virgo, you're trying to make certain on whether someone's connecting with you for the right reasons. Because remember, intentions is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups is a really good match. However, the King of Cups came out in reverse, indicating that one is being emotionally authentic and loving and caring and compassionate, while the other one is being performative about that. For what? I don't know. To be seen as a loving person, to be seen as a giver, as, I don't know. You've got a lot of good things happening around you, Virgo, that you're trying to protect with that Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, King of Wands. And you're really planting seeds for your future, and you don't want to lose sight of that and get caught up in something that feels like a facade. So you're trying to wait it out. You're trying to wait something out and give it more time to reveal itself to you with that Seven of Pentacles. It's like you're saying, all right, It's going to eventually be more clear to me. Let me just let this unfold. Let me let whatever seeds that have been planted grow on their own. I'm not going to force it. I feel like you really want happiness and love, Virgo. You really do. You just don't want to take any kind of love and relationship, because happiness is top priority. So to really achieve happiness, you got to be with the right person. It just feels like there's someone that's trying to get close to you, but you're not trusting their intentions. Even if you feel like they are being good, like I said in the beginning, Virgos notice some things that, other people don't notice because it might happen so quick. Like, you guys are that type of person that will watch the same video as someone, and by the end of the video, you'll be like, did you see that? And they'll be like, what? They're just eating a sandwich. No, that person just gave the other person side eye. There must be some drama behind that. I want to investigate. Virgo, that's how you guys are. It's a superpower, and I've gotten that message for you repeatedly all summer long. You got that radar, but you also don't want that gift to control you from having good connections with people. Because it feels like I'm tapping into a Virgo that really wants to get close to people. You really want people to care about you, and you want to feel cared for, and you want to care for others. But you're wondering, you wish that you could just be, unaware like other people. You're wondering if that is just like not something that's bringing you joy. Sometimes that can come from a trauma response, like always having to be aware of everyone in the room, like always having to be aware of shifts in behavior, shifts in energy, always preparing for someone to like you could be at a birthday party and everyone's all happy, blah, blah, and you're noticing where there could be a subtle change in someone's body language, and you wonder, was it me? Are they looking at me like that? And always worrying about how other people feel. It's just, this could be a good connection for you that you might be sabotaging with that Eight of Swords because of overthinking. But what if you're meant to see it this way, and you're trying to force yourself to not see it that way so you can have love here? Jeez, okay. Anything else for Virgo this week? Wow. Two of Swords and the Lover's card. You want to turn a blind eye to something that you're noticing just so you can get close to someone, Virgo. You really want to feel close to someone. The Two of Swords can sometimes turn a blind eye to what they really know if it means having access to what they really want. It's like, oh, I know this person's not good for me, but I really want love. It's that sort of energy, Two of Swords lovers. But someone's being very clear that they feel like that was a wrong assessment. But you're ruled by Mercury. You clock things. So let me get the hidden messages. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I've got a lot of Gemini here. Capricorn is here. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius is here. Aquarius again. Aries is here. I already said Aries. I already said Aquarius. All right, those are the main ones that came through. So let's get the hidden message. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Whoa, almost lost that card, but my elbow saved the day. Situationship. It's a situationship, not a relationship, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's drama-free. Yeah, some of you Virgos may have someone that is acting lovey-dovey when you guys are in the mood or going out, blah, 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 saying, oh, I love you. But the King of Cups in reverse will say I love you if it means, getting close to someone or getting access to what they're wanting to benefit from. Take that however that resonates. Afraid of love. It's natural to guard your heart, but remember, every leap of faith is a chance for a beautiful landing. Some of you Virgos, this person could be acting very genuine and sincere, but maybe you're afraid of love, so you're looking for flaws. Some of you Virgos are looking for love, but you're looking for flaws, possibly because you're afraid of getting close to someone. So maybe this person is right to defend themselves. Maybe you're overthinking something. You never know. Not everyone's in your situation. No one's in your situation but you. It's going to be different for many Virgos. You got to ask yourself, am I authentically picking up on something as a warning for this relationship, or am I going on my way to look for a flaw because I'm afraid to get close to someone? Those are some real conversations you got to ask yourself. Clean slate, a full reset is now in play. Past decisions, outdated dynamics, and former versions of self are no longer calling the shots. Virgo wants different. Virgo wants different. But not at your expense of your happiness, that's for sure. Maybe you're realizing someone's not your happily ever after, but you're needing to still sort through that, Virgo. All right. I hope that helps, Virgo. That was a lot to take in. On to Libra. Hi, Libra. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. Welcome to those who just showed up. All right, what do we have for Libra today? What do we have for Libra today? Ooh, the sun just hopped out. We are in Leo season. The sun is Leo's ruler. Some fun in the sun for Libra, maybe. What do we have for Libra? 2 more shuffles for Libra. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my lovely Libras. All right, Libra, the person on your mind, what's their feelings this week? We have Judgment, major for Scorpio. Their intentions with you. The Ace of Pentacles. What's unfolding behind the scenes that you don't see yet? The Ace of Wands, nice. Nice combo. All right, how does Libra feel about this person? Oh, shoot. 10 of Swords. Overall energy is the Page of Cups. All right, this is screaming reconciliation. So if you're not wanting to reconcile with anyone, this may not be your message. You got someone here, Libra, that is really trying to have a part 2 with you. They're coming towards you very sweet and very affectionate, just trying to soften the energy around the two of you, but you feel like they betrayed you. You feel like they either betrayed your trust, went ghost out of nowhere, or just left the situation in a very negative light, and you may still need more time. So let's take a look. Because with the Judgment being their feelings, that is the energy of, hey, can you forgive me, please? Clarify the Judgment card for how this person feels about Libra this week. 10 of Pentacles. This person wants another crack at building a future with you. After a fallout, 5 of Wands, after some drama hit you guys' relationship. So with their intentions being the Ace of Pentacles and their feelings being the 10 of Pentacles, they're being very clear here that they want another chance to do things differently to get more results here, to get more success here. They feel like things got a bit messy between the two of you on both sides. They're wanting to acknowledge that it's not just them that should take accountability here. But they're willing to be the one that, you know, makes the first move. For some, there could be a child involved. But yeah, someone's wanting to message you and they're coming in very sweet, not putting on any pressure or anything like that. Just wanting to get the lines of communication to a more light place than where it's been. They feel like you guys have been not in a good space. So let's clarify your feelings, Libra. You got the 10 of Swords. The Fool. And then I got the Queen of Pentacles, and I got the Four of Cups. You're rejecting this. Libra, you're rejecting this. At least that's what I see right here. You're like, no way, Jose, I'm out. Screw that. I don't want to be with this person. I am not going to receive their message because they've been blocked. That's what I'm getting off of you, Libra. You're over here like, I won't even see their message come in because they've been blocked. They've been blocked. You're being very crystal clear with me right now, Libra. Some of you might be tempted to unblock their number just to see if they message you and then block them again. I got that same message during Leo's reading. So you could be connecting with a Leo, but we are in Leo season, so that could very well be what's going on. As of right now, Libra, you're not entertaining this at all. So let's clarify their intentions. They're planning to make their next move. They're coming towards you, trying to be very smooth talking, charming. They are being genuine, though. I will give it to them on that. They are being genuine, but in your perspective, you feel like it's a little too late to be genuine. Why the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and then that Two of Wands is here again, and then I see the Death card. So their intentions is to plan a talk with you, to message you, to reach out to you, but I feel like it's going to go undelivered. You already told me right here that you're already done. You've already moved on. This could have happened a few weeks ago, maybe even a few months ago, and you've already been, mapping out a different plan for yourself. You may not have a clear destination yet with that Fool energy, but you're at least mapping out a plan where you're turning your back on this. You want this done. Some of you might even already have a new energy that you're looking at, and you don't even pay attention to this person being around you. Let's take a look at this person's next actions, or what's unfolding behind the scenes with that Ace of Wands. They're going to still attempt to connect with you even if you're closed off. King of Cups, they're getting ready to pour their heart out. And then I see the Knight of Swords on the bottom. This person's getting ready to pour their heart out to you, Libra, but I'm just repeatedly getting that you won't ever know, because you gave them no way to have a direct line of communication with you. You may have blocked them on social media, blocked their phone number, even blocked their backup accounts, backup emails. You're just being very clear that you did all that before they even realized that they wanted to reach out to you. You did all that just to protect yourself, because maybe if you didn't block them and they reached out, you may have been tempted to take them back or hear them out. It's like you know yourself pretty well. It's like I have a Libra that's saying, I know myself pretty well. If I never even blocked them and they reached out, I know I probably would have been sucked into giving this person another chance. So I removed the ability to even have that cross my path, is what I'm strongly getting. Let me get another card on you right here, Libra, but I'm going to use a different tarot deck. You're mad. You're not like mad, but you're like mad at them, but not letting it affect your mood. I hope that made sense. It's like, you're not like angry. Your vibration feels really good, but it's like a calm mad, if that makes sense. A calm mad. You're calm mad at them. Tell me more about Libra's feelings. The Two of Pentacles, and then that Queen of Pentacles is here again with the Two of Swords. Look at that, Libra. That just confirms everything that I just said. You have been a little bit back and forth with this person. You have been changing your mind a lot on whether you want to give it another go or just let it go. So that's possibly why you're considering blocking their number if you haven't done it already, because you don't want to even be to see that as an option, is what I'm strongly getting. Some of you are craving attention, but not from this person. You're wanting attention that makes you feel good. Some of you may feel like this person was juggling other people, had other people, and led you on. Could be a Scorpio. Some of you may have felt like you were dealing with someone that strung you along with a third party and kept on promising to be with you, and you feel like they were just juggling and just wanting everyone's attention, and you're upset at them. It's like, how many people were you talking to actually? You're just not trusting that this is good for you right now. You feel like something is saying, don't go to it, don't go to it, don't go to it. You're going to be stuck. You're going to be stunted. You're going to be repeating a same cycle over and over again if you don't make different decisions now. So it feels like, Libra, even if you still care about this person, you feel like leaving the situation is going to free you from a cycle that feels like it wasn't going anywhere but looping around, stressing you out. You want happiness in your life. You want the 10 of Pentacles, just not with them. Because remember, they've got the 10 of Pentacles as their feelings over here. You want the 10 of Pentacles too, just not with them is what I'm getting. You feel like they already ruined something with the two of you, where it's hard to erase that. Like, imagine building a life with someone off of broken trust, or, I don't know. It's like you can't look at them differently anymore. Tell me more about how this person feels about Libra this week. 9 of Pentacles, that you're acting very single, acting very self-made, acting very independent, that you don't really care to have a relationship right now. I mean, you are coming in as that Fool energy. But it's not that you don't want to be in a relationship, you just don't want to be in a relationship with them, is what you're strongly telling me. So it's like they know that you're acting in a way that shows you've created some sort of separance. Separance is not a word. Stop giving me fake words. Some sort of separation. Some sort of, like, you guys want to be sequestered from each other. Separance. The fudge is a separance. Anything else? Anything else for Libra this week? 9 of Wands. Libra, you're coming in very worn out when it comes to the situation with this person, but you're not giving up in regards to the pursuit of happiness and what you want for your love life, but you are keeping a guard up with somebody. You're over here like, keep that person away from me. I have already blocked them on every social media outlet, every phone I have. Keep them away. Go away. You, go away. 4 of Wands, but you're still pursuing happily ever after. You just want it from a stable opportunity. Yeah, there's that 6 of Cups now. It feels like, Libra, this person is going to be hitting you up. So if you haven't blocked them yet and you're scared that you might take them back if they get contact with you, I would block them right now if you know yourself well like that. If you know you're someone that can get buttered up, or, you know, like, get in your feelings because they're cute or whatnot, you got to do what's going to protect yourself. So let's get the hidden messages. But yeah, someone getting ready to reach out to you. Could be a Scorpio. I got strong Scorpio here. Aries is here. Venus in Cancer. No, that's not Venus in Cancer. Moon in Cancer. I'm sorry. So yeah. I'm looking at the bottom of this deck, and it shows me someone new. So a lot of you Librans, you're like, if it's not new, I don't want to hear from you. That rhymed. That rhymed. If it ain't new, I don't want to hear from you. All right, Libra. Hidden messages for Libra. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That aligns with that 10 of Swords. Backstabbed. Trust was offered and loyalty was assumed, but beneath the surface, betrayal has been brewing. You feel like someone treated you like a human walking dartboard for the last time. You do not want to put yourself in that situation again, Libra. That's what I'm strongly getting. It's like you're wanting to say to this person without having to say anything to them is, you know, why would you think I would want to expose myself to someone who's capable of putting swords in my back and being okay with that? You know? You're choosing to love yourself. Loving yourself is the ultimate relationship, or rewind. Loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how great you really are. Libra, you're all about you right now. You're like, I'm all about me. Going viral. Ooh. Visibility is off the charts and the energy is contagious. This moment has reached reactions and recognition. I saw the 6 of Wands card earlier. Where is that? And that's that Jupiter and Leo influence. Where did it go? Some of you Librans are getting a lot of attention this week whether it's from a new person or you're on social media and you're going viral. Some of you guys are sharing your experience with someone, you know, and getting a lot of attention. A lot of people do that on TikTok. They'll talk about their relationships and the video will go viral. Just, you know, be cautious about naming names and things like that. Going broke. The bills are stacking, the funds are shrinking, and the lifestyle isn't matching the bank account anymore. Some of you may feel like someone lied about how much money they made or make, and you feel betrayed. You're over here like, I didn't date you for your money, but the fact that you lied to me about your money. Anything else? And then I see gold digger. This connection comes with a price tag. It's calculated, strategic, and dripping in dollar signs. Some of you Librans, you're the one that's making a lot of money and you feel like someone was with you for the wrong reasons. Thank you, Amor. I appreciate you. I hope you're having the best day. Thank you for all that you do. Oh, you're welcome. I'm trying to give you a little heart. Thank you. And the backstab card can back out. So Libra, I feel like this week you're being very adamant that you're distancing yourself from something that has already played in your face. Even if someone's coming back a new person, you don't want it at all. It's like, yeah, I appreciate your redemption attempt here, your redemption tour, but you know, I don't want a ticket to your tour. So on to Scorpio. All right. Just got a Harry Styles song in my head all of a sudden. If you're feeling down, I don't know the song. Late night talking, I can't get you off of my mind. I don't know. I don't listen to Harry Styles, but I heard that song and I was like, oh, I don't know. Anyways, hey Scorpio, welcome. I'm gonna pull a spread and see what's going on with whoever you got on your mind. Let's do it. All right, what do we have for Scorpio this week? Who's on their mind and how do they feel about Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio this week? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Scorpionators. All right, Scorpio, your person's feelings for you. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Someone wants to build with you. Someone feels like you work really well together. They really like how they feel when they're around you and what they can achieve with you. What's their intentions? 2 of Wands, they're getting ready to make a move on you. If this is someone that you're newly talking to, Scorpio, someone's getting ready to make a move on you. They like how they feel when they're around you. They get a strong vibe that you guys are very aligned with each other. If this is someone that you've already been talking to and dating, things like that, it feels like there's some sort of plan coming up. They feel like they've outgrown a certain way of doing things with you and they want to advance the relationship a bit more. They've outgrown something. Not that they've outgrown you, but they feel like, all right, we needed this stage to get to know each other, but I feel like we've outgrown this. I think our relationship can go to the next level. What's unfolding behind the scenes that Scorpio doesn't see? The King of Swords could be an air sign. Someone's going to be truthful with you. How does Scorpio feel about this person? 9 of Cups. Okay. What's the overall energy? The Queen of Wands. And then I see the Devil right underneath that. Temptation Central. All right. In this situation, the Devil feels more like sexual tension building up for a new connection. Because sometimes the Devil with the Queen of Wands can show up when there's like, you know, a lot of flirting going on, a lot of, you know, hinting going on that 2 people are interested in each other, but nobody really made a move yet. It's kind of what I'm getting for some of you. But if you and someone have already been passionate with each other, intimate with each other, someone feels like it's time to take something to another level and move forward. All right, so let's break it down. Let's start with this person's feelings for you. We got the 3 of Pentacles. You guys could be in the same social circle. Or you guys have mutuals? Four of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, Scorpio. They like you a lot. And then I see the World card. At first I was thinking that this was like a new person that you just got to meet and you guys are just talking. But why would the Four of Wands be here if this was new? Four of Wands, that's big. That's big steps. Unless this person just knows what they want. They don't need a whole several months of figuring it out to know. Scorpio, someone really wants to build something with you. And someone doesn't want to waste any time. They're like, all right, we've outgrown whatever this is. Let's do it. Let's go to the next level. All right, let's dive into your feelings, Scorpio, because with the Nine of Cups being your feelings, you're happy. You're happy. You feel smitten. You feel good. You feel content. You feel satisfied. But maybe you're satisfied for where it's at right now. Maybe you want it to stay the same. Let's see. How does Scorpio feel about this person this week? Could be a Pisces. Doesn't have to be. King of Wands, Leo energy, the Lovers. So now we have the King and Queen of Wands. That's a passionate connection. And I got the Lovers card. Scorpio, you guys are on the exact same page here. Wow, Scorpio, what the fudge? What'd you get yourself into? All right, so let's take a look at that Devil. I want to get a card on that Devil. I just want to rule out something. You guys know how I am. I got to rule it out. I don't want to get too excited and find out that the Devil is hiding some sort of major secret, like in a secret affair or something like that. Clarify that Devil, please. Clarify that Devil, please. Seven of Cups. Yeah, that helped. I love it when I'm trying to get clarity on a card and the Seven of Cups shows up. That's pretty much Spirit's way of saying, nope, not telling you. Scorpio has to go through it and experience it on their own. It's pretty much what that's saying to me. Okay, but I'm nosy, so let me get another card. And then I see that Three of Pentacles again. You know what? I wonder if the 10... rewind. I wonder if the Devil, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles repeatedly showing up is talking about a secret office romance. Where, you know, there's fear of getting caught at the workplace, flirting with each other. Or I have a Scorpio that has more than one person that may be vying for your attention, and you're just trying to figure out which person you want to move towards. Can I get another card on that Devil? Clarify that Devil. Four of Wands. And the Three of Wands. And the High Priestess. Nine of Cups. So the Four of Wands coming out twice, that's telling me that someone here really wants to build something here. Even if there could be something involved that could end up complicating things. Someone is wanting to stay in fantasy land just a little bit longer. So I wonder if that's why the Seven of Cups is here. It's like someone saying, yeah, I know that there's roadblocks, but I want to fantasize about this a little bit longer without worrying about all the worst case scenarios, all the things that could go wrong. Can a guy or girl just have a little daydreaming fun? Like there's fantasy here. Four of Wands. All right, so let me clarify this person's intentions. We got the Two of Wands, which shows me someone getting ready to make a move. And then I see the Sun. This is your moment. Let it light the way. And Justice, Libra energy. Clarify this person's intentions with Scorpio, please. Clarify this person's intentions with Scorpio, please. Ace of Cups, Empress, Wheel of Fortune. This cannot be any more clear. Scorpio, someone's falling for you big time. Someone's following the universe's plan. Someone is aligned with their destiny. Someone is just going to go for it. Someone's falling in love with you. If you resonate with the message that I've been tapping into, someone really wants something to happen here. So let's clarify what is unfolding behind the scenes. It's the King of Swords. King of Swords showing up for what's unfolding behind the scenes can talk about what's unfolding is more truth coming out, more realness, more raw, authentic conversations. You know, because the King of Swords is someone that is speaking their mind. Clarify that King of Swords, please. The Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Someone's wanting to talk about something that could end up clearing some confusion up surrounding some outside drama maybe, or some influence to the relationship, something like that. Like someone's wanting to clear something up in regards to something that could be messy without clearing it up first. Because the truth cuts through the illusion. And I got the Seven of Cups, which is talking about something is an illusion right now. And the sword is trying to cut through that. The Ace of Swords is trying to reveal what's hidden right now. Because something is hidden. But it feels like there's different views going on here that might complicate things. All right, let me use these now. Tell me more about what's unfolding behind the scenes. And then I look at the Page of Swords and it shows me at the top news. Some important news is unfolding this week, Scorpio. That's going to give you a lot of clarity. But it kind of feels like you don't want to know all this because you want to enjoy the fantasy of daydreaming about this situation. It's like you want to kind of just like be in la la land just for a little bit longer because the connection between the two of you is very passionate and you don't want to complicate it with, you know, logistics or things like that. It's kind of what I'm strongly getting off of you. It's like you're saying, can we just have like a little bit of fun romance for right now before we start adding all the other stuff? It's like you're very content with everything right now. You don't want anything to disrupt it. Even if it's information you need to have access to, you don't want it right now though. You're like, I don't need it right now. Please save that information for later. Clarify the Lover's card. Please clarify the Lover's card. You guys marry each other. Ooh, the Five of Wands wanted to come out again. So the Knight of Wands and the Five of Wands came out. Someone is worried that someone is acting off of impulse and that it might ruffle a little bit of feathers. Like there's other people that could be watching your guys' romance blossom and might be feeling some sort of way. Like this is someone that you work with, Scorpio. Someone outside of that might be interested in one of the two of you also and feeling jealous that you're being picked or that you're picking somebody else. And if you guys don't work together, if you guys are in the same social setting, the same social scene, there could be someone like eyeballing you or eyeballing this person, feeling really upset that they're being tossed aside for the two of you's romance. Something like that. It's starting to feel a little messy. And I feel like this is why that devil was here with the Seven of Cups. Like Scorpio is saying, yeah, I knew my ex would find out that I am talking to this person and get all in their feelings. Or yeah, I knew this person's ex was going to notice that we were getting closer and get all in their feelings. That's why I was just trying to protect it a little bit longer. It's kind of what I'm getting off of you, Scorpio. It's kind of what I'm getting. Anything else for Scorpio this week? Anything else for Scorpio before I pull the hidden message? Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You're pretty much in this situation of, I don't care. As long as I'm getting what I want, I don't care how anyone else feels about the whole situation. And the Moon card came out with it, and the Two of Cups. So it feels like, Scorpio, there's other connections surrounding you and this person, but you're not worrying about other people. You're worrying about your connection. You're like, I'm worrying about us. I don't care about how other people feel about us. This is my connection with this person. That's all that matters. As long as you're getting a lot of positive attention from this person and seeing real stability. You don't care about how other people feel. And that's not you being cold or cold-hearted or anything like that. You just want your wish fulfillment. It's like every time you finally get some good stuff, you've got to wonder if everyone else is also doing okay. That's like, imagine growing up poor and being always happy for other people who are experiencing a lot of money, and then you finally get a little money, and then there's people around you that don't, and it's like you can't even enjoy it because you got to worry about other people's feelings. Something like that, Scorpio, that might hit home for you. You're kind of telling me that you're finally getting everything that you want in life, and you feel like people are projecting onto you their insecurities. Like you can't even tell a friend, hey, look, this person wants to commit to me, because you feel bad that they've been single for a long time. Like that. You're not worrying about that. You're enjoying this. Because it feels like you guys have something here that you really want to explore. But you're just trying to keep it private a little bit longer, keep it in fantasy land, so that other people don't start adding their own opinions. It's kind of what it feels like to me. So let's get the hidden message. I mean, keep your relationship private. No one needs to know about who you're dating. Keep it private. And I feel like I get that for you a lot. Some of you may worry that someone is, you know, in a double life situation. Like someone may be like, you know, protecting something else, and you're just trying to like not focus on that right now because you're enjoying the experience. That's for some of you. For zodiac signs that came through, I got Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, strong fixed sign energy here, strong fixed signs. Taurus again, Libra, Capricorn, and Gemini. Please rock that like and subscribe button for your girl. If you haven't already, I greatly appreciate it. Drama queen, don't get pulled into the drama. If peace showed up, they'd start a fight out of boredom. Now, some of you Scorpios, you feel like you get such strong attention from people that you living your best life seems to irritate people, where some people might try to pull you into their drama. I feel like you got some jealousy around you because you are someone very attractive, or you carry yourself in a way that is very abundant and very satisfied with what you got, and some people might think of you as smug and might want to try to take what you're trying to create for yourself. You might have a jealous friend that you're blocking because you feel like you're sick of hearing them complain about being single nonstop every time you try to bring up a new date that you're going on, or that you and your person are getting closer and closer and closer in your relationship. You're just sick of hearing it. Because on the bottom I have big break. A moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. A lot of you Scorpios, you may have felt like you've been the single one for a long time, and that this is your big break to be with someone that cares about you, and you may feel like you got people that are just wanting to ruin it for you. So you're keeping it to yourself. Curated image. Every post is polished, every angle calculated. Don't get distracted by the highlight reel. Some of you Scorpios, you may be curating an image online to lead to a big break, but they're really asking for you to be just more like yourself, and that will get you to your goals a lot quicker instead of trying to be something that you think other people want you to be to get that success. So if you've been acting a certain way to get success, they're showing me that if you just act like your normal self, you're going to get that goal. You're going to get that goal. I hope this helps, Scorpio. You got someone really interested in you, but you're really trying to protect it from other people finding out because you feel like other people don't want to see you happy, or they want you to be happy, but with them. With them, which is not good. If you care about someone, you want them happy with or without you. Someone wants you happy, but only with them. All right, on to Sagittarius. And then I gotta go eat. My stomach won't stop growling. All right, get some cold pizza with my name on it. I love pizza the next day. All right. Hi, Sagittarius. Oh, did I spell that wrong? No, I didn't. Okay. What's up, Sagittarius? Let's see what's going on for the next 7 days. All right, Sagittarius, please. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? You know what? I'm going to switch the deck. I'm going to use these cards now. Kind of bored with those ones. All right. Two more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Saggies. All right, Sagittarius, the one on your mind, how do they feel about you? We have the Page of Wands. Their intentions with you, we get the Hermit. What's unfolding behind the scenes that you don't see? The Six of Pentacles. Your feelings towards this person, the Devil. The overall energies, the High Priestess. Oof. The Devil. Why are you feeling the Devil for this person? Some of you Sagittarians may feel like someone intentionally breadcrumbs you to keep you wanting more of them. It may have worked originally or initially, but you're noticing it now and you're trying to resist giving to the situation because you want better for yourself. You got bigger goals, bigger plans for what you want for your love life, and this is not what you want. Because I'm looking at this person's energy and they've got the Hermit as their intentions and the Page of Wands as their feelings, followed by the Six of Pentacles for what's unfolding. This is telling me that this person is planning to reach out and be very flirty and playful, but then withdraw their energy aggressively soon after. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Roxy Lady. To where you might start to get suspicious of what this person's up to. Because with the Devil as your feelings, this is you trying to resist, you know, answering their texts or answering their late night calls because you're starting to notice a pattern that this person only calls you late at night or every 5th day or so, and you just feel like you're done with it, that this isn't what you're wanting. Because when I look at the Six of Pentacles, it shows me someone giving to a situation, but it says spare change right here, indicating that someone may give what is left over after the end of a long day at work or after the week, and someone just feels like they're not getting someone at their best, just getting leftover scraps. So with the High Priestess as the overall energy, followed by the Three of Wands, it feels like Sagittarius, you're turning your back on this situation to manifest what you truly want in your love life, and you're not settling. You know that you deserve a healthy relationship and someone to be consistent with you, and you're not playing this person's games. With the Chariot and the Ten of Cups being here, I am feeling like right now you're parking your Chariot to the side of the road in your love life while you wait for this situation with this person to, you know, disengage from your life and then continue your pursuit to finding true happiness with that Ten of Cups. Yeah, it feels like I have a Sagittarius that's like, I know I have a beautiful future ahead of me and it ain't with this person. So let's dive into their feelings and really get to the bottom of how they really feel about you. And then I see the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone that likes attention. They crave attention. They're someone that likes no strings attached. They don't want a commitment, but they still want to have access to your attention. Why the Page of Wands, please, for how they feel about Sagittarius? The World card and the Ace of Wands. The World card tells me that they feel like they already completed a cycle with you and starting a new one up right after with the Ace of Wands. It's like they know that, you know, how can I explain this? Sagittarius, I feel like you got something better on the horizon. This does not feel like something that you're going to benefit from. It feels like only one person is benefiting from this, and it doesn't feel like it's you. It feels like someone's very drawn to you, very drawn to your light, and really likes whenever you guys talk and the compliments you may give this person. But it feels like it keeps you in a place that is not serving you. So let's take a look at the Devil, why that's in your feelings. the Seven of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. You don't trust this person, Sagittarius. You feel like they come and go. Every couple of days you might hear from them, maybe once a week, and you may feel like they're doing this to more than just one person. You don't trust them. You feel like there's a breach in trust right now. And then I see the Queen of Wands, which is one of your court cards. This is you just focusing on yourself for the time being and not giving in to temptation. Because I do feel like you're attracted to this person, because with the King and Queen of Wands being here, that's a strong, passionate duo. If this person were to take things seriously, you guys would probably be a good match. But because this person's in a stage of their life where they're not really looking for anything serious, you'll probably never know that, how good it could actually get between the two of you, because this person doesn't allow it to mature like that, because they withdraw their energy just when things are getting warmed up again. Clarify the Hermit. This person wants to be alone. They don't want to be in a relationship, but they want the experience of a relationship when it serves them. Why the Hermit? Eight of Swords. They feel like they sabotage a lot of great connections, which I'm seeing that this is one of them. But they can't seem to quit this behavior. They can't seem to quit this behavior, and they don't know how to undo it. It's like there's moments where they like someone and they think that they could let this evolve into a relationship, but then they start their shenanigans. They start to act very in and out, act very confused. Next thing they know, the person ends up hating them before they even have a chance to go ghost. It feels like this person wants to change but doesn't know how to change. They do like you, but I don't know, Sagittarius. I feel like you got something different heading your way. Let's clarify their behavior, what's unfolding. I typically like the Six of Pentacles, but seeing the Devil as your feelings and then seeing that, it kind of tells me what is really going on here. Five of Pentacles, I already said all that. This is just confirming it. That they give you scraps and then they go ghost. They give you a little bit of attention and then they leave you out in the cold again. You don't deserve that crap. No one deserves that crap. No one deserves that. So Sagittarius, I feel like they're wanting you to try and resist letting this person get, back into your space, because they've got something else in store for you, which is exactly what you've been manifesting all this time. Your ships are coming in. Sometimes we'll go to connections that we know are not good for us while we wait for what we do want, because we're scared that we're waiting for nothing and that what we're waiting on may never actually show up, and this is our best option available, and so we settle. But they're wanting you to know that you don't need to settle, that what you're wanting is heading your way. You got to give it time to get to you, and by giving it time to get to you, you got to show the universe that you're not willing to sacrifice your needs to just have a little bit of attention from somebody. And this might actually be a catalyst for this person to want better and to change if you do something that they weren't expecting you to do. Maybe this person needs to be called out. Maybe no one ever calls them out on it. So they just keep on keeping on. They chose the wrong fire sign, I feel. Tell me more about how they really feel about Sagittarius, because I feel like there is a genuine feeling here. No, that's like 10 cards. Nine of Swords, and then I got the Tower. This is someone who gets all mentally worked up when it comes to getting close to people, that they start to sabotage. They don't like to get close to people because they are always assuming once they let people get close, they get hurt, they get taken advantage of, they get, left behind. So it's like they're doing it before other people can do it to them. It's a trauma response, I feel, for someone being so in and out and, leading people on like this. It's a trauma response. Someone needs to heal from something that already took place in their life. And you know that saying, hurt people hurt other people. It feels like this person doesn't want to continue doing this to people, but they're trying to protect themselves from getting hurt. So they only stay in people's lives long enough to have some fun, and then they pull away before feelings start to get involved. Because this is all fire. Fire is not love. It's passion. It can turn into love, but it's heat. It's sexual energy. Okay, it's like someone only allows physical contact, passionate romance. They don't allow the watery energy to come in. I've got no water cards in this reading except for 2. The High Priestess and the Tower. Those are the only water cards I have in this reading. Everything else is fire and earth and air, which is telling me that someone's emotionally unavailable, but it's done intentionally. Someone's intentionally not wanting to get close to people, even if they like them. But that's not your burden to bear, Sagittarius. You want what you deserve. So let's clarify your overall energy. Four Swords again. Maybe this is the person that you're waiting on. Maybe this is the person that you're meant to be with. Maybe it's the right person, but the wrong timing, and this person needs to heal. But I would just focus on you. Because what if this is not the person? I just don't want to see you waste any time. Wow. This one was intense. All right, anything else for Sagittarius before I pull the hidden message? King of Pentacles, and I see the Two of Pentacles. Sagittarius, I'm strongly getting that you've got an energy heading your way that has a more simple life approach. This is someone that likes to get comfortable, likes to get cozy when they feel aligned with someone. It's not someone that likes to run. You know, it's like a big rock. Once it finds where it's wanting to stay, it stays there for life. You know, it feels like you've got someone else showing up in this reading that's ready for what you're wanting. And you just need to give the universe time to bring it to you. They won't bring it to you if you're coming from a place of scarcity and lack or fear that you're not going to meet anybody. You're going to have trust. But this person, I feel like you're blocking them. So let's get the hidden message. I feel like you're blocking someone because they keep on like... What this reminds me of is those people that will go a week without reaching out, and then you'll get a text that says, "What you doing?" They don't even write out the "what are you doing?" It's all abbreviated, WYD. And then you respond, and then they disappear again. It's like, what kind of breadcrumb is that? I ain't making stuffing. So it feels like you're trying to nip that in the bud. It's like, why reach out if you didn't want to have a conversation? Or why reach out if you don't want this to go anywhere? It's like someone is wanting to make sure that you're there for when they do want something. False connection. The bond may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it's appeared to be. Yeah. I feel like this was just a reminder of what you want and what you don't want to give you that motivation to continue pursuing what you deserve and not let anyone play in your face. Trusted friend. There's no mask here, just the rare kind of connection where someone can be 100% real. They're wanting you to know that in the meantime, before this person comes in, the one that would be aligned with you, you've got trusted friends that could be there for you in the meantime, so that way you don't need to worry about getting caught up in this situation. Someone here might watch you from a fake profile. I got fake profile. It's not just a filter, it's a full-on facade. The person being presented doesn't match the reality behind the screen. Some of you Saggies are dealing with someone that's engaging with you from a fake profile, which means that they might have a whole bunch of different people that they're engaging with from different accounts so that, you know, they can keep up with their shenanigans and not have to get close to people. That's a very specific message. That was very specific. Got 10 Facebooks, 10 Instagrams, a burner phone. It's like, you don't need that. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Leo, a Taurus, a Virgo. Now, cross-watcher, if you're watching this thinking, Baddison, I ain't doing none of that, then this is not your message. This is for Sagittarius that needed more confirmation that they were being played by a breadcrumber, and you don't deserve that. All right, on to Capricorn. I don't know why I wrote that so tiny. I wrote that very, very tiny. All right, let's take a look at Capricorn this week. What do we have for Capricorn for the next 7 days? Two more shuffles for Capricorn. 1 and 2. Let's rock this deck for my beautiful sea goats. All right, Capricorn, the one on your mind, what's their feelings for you? We got the 5 of Swords. That card keeps on showing up in people's feelings position. Came up for Aries. It came up for, I don't remember the other one. Taurus, I think. What is this person's intentions? The 7 of Swords. What's unfolding behind the scenes that Capricorn doesn't know about yet? 10 of Cups. Ooh, nice. I like that. Capricorn's feelings, Justice, major for Libra. And the overall energy this week is the 9 of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Someone's trying to avoid you this week, Capricorn. Someone's trying to avoid talking to you about some things because they feel that you can be very critical. That whenever they're sharing with you something good or something positive or some good news, you find a way to find the bad in it and just label it as, hey, I'm just being honest. You got the Justice card as your feelings, confirming that. Now remember, roles could be reversed. This could be you feeling this way about someone else, Capricorn. Someone feels like you guys have a really strong connection. They're very attracted to you. They feel very open with you, but they may feel like they're starting to have to put their wall up with you a little bit because they feel like you're always looking for the flaws in something instead of enjoying something. I mean, we got good energy right here unfolding behind the scenes, so it doesn't feel like that energy stays too long, but I need to investigate this. And then I'm looking at the Strength card, and it shows me someone holding up a coffee cup that looks cracked, but it is now glued back together. It's as if someone coming through this reading has been through a lot in their life and has pieced everything together to where their ability to know what is real, what is not, what is false, what is positive, what is false hope and what is not is very strong, to where when they're excited about something, it's because they feel that it's something real to be excited about. And they may feel like you don't let them stay excited about it. I hope that's making sense. Let me clarify. Why the 5 of Swords? It's like glass half full or glass half empty energy. Why the 5 of Swords? The Emperor. You've got someone here that feels like you might be under a lot of pressure right now and exhausted right now, and so are they, to where you might be looking at things in a more like, I don't know, gloomy way. I don't know how to explain what I'm picking up for some reason. This person is just pretty much saying that they care about you, they feel like you guys have a great connection, but anytime that they're sharing some good news with you, you find a reason to be like, yeah, but, or hey, I got this promotion, yeah, but, you know, it's like something. And they're tired of it. So they're going to start denying you access to some things in their life. They're going to start avoiding sharing things with you, even though they want you still to be in their life, 10 of Cups. Let me clarify your feelings, because this might be the other way around. And then I see the Empress. Why is the Justice card how Capricorn feels this week? You feel like you just got all the documents, you got all the proof, you got all the answers for why you feel the way that you do. Like you feel like you're in the right to say this. You just want the truth out there. Because the Justice card is all about wanting honesty, wanting to be honest, even if what you got to say hurts someone's feelings. You just don't want to lie. You don't want to be a liar. But this person is pretty much saying you need to trust them in certain situations that you might have the truth, you might have what's real in front of you, but they might intuitively feel that something will still turn out in a different way, even if you feel accurate in your response. It's like this person may be really tapped into where they can sense that something will be different though. Why the Justice card? The Wheel of Fortune. Capricorn, you feel like something is changing between you and another person, but you also feel it in your heart that it's changing for the right reasons, and you're just trying to go with the flow. But someone here is needing to be a little bit more careful with what they say, either via text or phone call. Because it does show me someone throwing their phone across the room, just feeling really frustrated. Feeling very frustrated. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll look at that comment later. It disappeared, but thank you. It feels like someone starts off a conversation just being very friendly, very sweet, being like, hey, how are you? By the way, I got some good news to share. And then all of a sudden someone gets really like analytical about the good news that someone is sharing. And then someone just tosses their phone to the side and thinks to themselves, I'm not going to share my good news with that person anymore. This is screwy. It's kind of what I'm getting. This person's intentions is the Seven of Swords. Let's take a look. The Seven of Swords in this art depiction says access denied, and it shows someone holding up a laptop and a device, as if they're denying someone access to information. Why the Seven of Swords, please? Eight of Pentacles. Something about work? Something about a job? It feels like Capricorn, whoever I'm tapping into, they're under a lot of pressure right now. Their battery level is low. So when they reach out to you, they're hoping to like have a conversation with you that makes them feel re-energized, but it ends up leaving them walking away feeling more drained. But they still want you in their life with that Ten of Cups. They're just being very intentional about what to share and what not to share with you. I hope this is making sense. They're saying that you're a loving person, but you kind of like, I don't know. Why the Ten of Cups for the energy that's unfolding? The King of Cups. And then I got the Three of Pentacles. Capricorn, whoever this person is, they love the heck out of you. They really care about you. They really do. But it does feel like you're dealing with someone that is under a lot of stress right now. And when they have little good moments to cheer them up or to feel happy about, they don't need someone in their ear saying, yeah, but this could go wrong. That could go wrong. This is not accurate. Do you know about this? Did you do your research on that? Blah, blah, blah. And then when I look at you, Capricorn, you're very stable. You're very stable, and you got that way because of your hard work and because of your work ethic and because your ability to stay committed. And I feel like you're just looking out for somebody. I feel like you mean well. I feel like you're just looking out for someone. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Carpe Diem. Thank you so much, KT Rainbow. I appreciate you. I'm trying to give you guys a heart, but it keeps on going to block you. I'm not trying to block you. Okay. Capricorn, whoever this person is, I feel like you mean well by them. It feels like this person is someone you care so much about that you go out of your way to make certain that they are aware of what could go wrong and that you're just giving them advice. Wow, this is a huge misunderstanding. It's like someone saying to themselves, man, I have no filter. Why can't I just keep some things to myself? Do I really have to always correct people? Do I always have to be the grammar police? Do I always have to be, you know, this? It feels like something about you, Capricorn, always wants to make certain that people know what's really happening. You like to clear things up for people. You like to be the truth speaker. You like to tell people, look, don't buy that product. It's a piece of shit product. You're going to waste your money. Even though someone's coming up to you saying, I already bought it and I'm happy about it. You might tell them all the reasons why they should not have bought it, but they're already excited about it, so might as well let them be excited about it. Like, this is very specific. Clarify that Queen of Wands, please. Why do I feel like you guys are a married couple? Ooh, Ten of Swords and the Hermit. And then I see the Sun. I am feeling, Capricorn, that someone here is burnt out and maybe taking things a little bit more personally than ever before. So if they withdraw their energy, it's not personal. It feels like they will come back around. But someone's on edge. Someone's on edge. I feel like you both might be on edge, actually. But it feels like someone's going to start withdrawing their energy and not sharing with you their good news because they're already at their wit's end in regards to something going on in their life. They might be working a lot, but I feel like they're going to feel re-energized and then get back to connecting with you again. It's kind of what it feels like. So you might notice that this person's being a bit quiet and you might start to stress out about why are they not responding to your texts like they used to? Why are they being so closed off? Why are they being kind of robotic with me? If you start to ask those questions, just let it pass. Let it pass. It shall pass, is what I'm strongly getting. Wow, that was very specific. Let me get another card on that. Let me use these cards. Tell me more about this person's feelings for Capricorn. The High Priestess and the Empress, they care about you. Whoever this person is, Capricorn, they really do care about you. But they are going to be more private about some things for the time being. Not out of spite, not to punish you or anything like that. Because right now, what I'm getting off of them is that they are really worn out with something. It feels like they're working a lot. And if it's not work, there could be other responsibilities. They're on a low battery. So when they have a little moment to be excited about something, the last thing they want is someone to piss in their Wheaties, you know? So someone's just being a little bit quiet, even if they know you mean well. Even if they know you mean well. Wow. Are you guys married? It feels like this is a marriage. Where I can hear someone say, oh, honey, every time I tell you something good, you have to, like, tell me everything that's wrong with it. Leave me alone. That's kind of what it feels like. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Libra. I'm going to pull the hidden message right now. Let me just announce the zodiac signs that came through this portion. You could be dealing with a Libra. I have Aquarius energy here. Strong Aquarius. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo. Libra again, Aries. Scorpio again. Aries again. It could be any zodiac sign. But they care about you. They love you. But someone may be just wanting to take a little break. A little mental break. All right, hidden message. Please rock that like and subscribe button, girl, if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Toxic talk. The way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, not healing. Words have energy, and right now they're wounding. Now, I didn't get toxic talk off of that spread. I got more like, you know, someone just needs to know when to just leave something, you know, a detail to themselves. I didn't get that you guys talk to each other toxically. Toxically is not a word. But for those of you who are like having like loud verbal matches with someone, it's not healthy. Once a cheater. History has a habit of repeating itself. When accountability is missing, cheating isn't just a mistake, it's a pattern until it's healed. I'm not getting like cheating in the traditional sense. What I'm kind of getting off of this is someone feels like they keep on getting cheated out of feeling good about certain things. Like I just keep on seeing someone be like, hey Capricorn, I got this new suit. Doesn't it look good? And you're like, didn't you see all the reviews on that shirt? Yeah, you may be happy and all, but the reviews I saw, it says it doesn't even last a couple washes. Like that. That's the only other way I can explain what I'm getting. Making bank. Financial flow is increasing. A new level of wealth, power, and confidence is activating. Capricorn, you and whoever this person is, I feel like things are going to go back to normal once that money starts to show up. Someone may be just working a lot to get through a financial setback, and money is going to really get someone back into their groove again. I mean, it's kind of sad that money is what's going to make someone feel, you know, better in the relationship. But hey, a lot of couples fight mostly about money. Mixed signals. Are they into you? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, and sometimes they don't even know. So someone here could be dealing with mixed signals from somebody, whether that be you giving them the mixed signals or they you. Oh, really? You had to fall on the floor? Really? Honeymoon phase. This is the beginning. Beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold. But don't ignore the details beneath the romance. And then I see emotional safety. You don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This connection holds you with care. But, I am feeling like there is emotional safety. But when it comes to the eggshell thing, I feel like someone is maybe feeling like they have to walk on eggshells with sharing some good things. And then I see envy vibes. Envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, or unsolicited advice. Capricorn, someone here may feel like you're envious of them, and that's why you tear down some of their good news. Like if they tell you a good news about a job promotion, or that they got a new item, bought something that they've been saving up for, you might be projecting some financial setbacks with that making bank card on them and making them feel bad for their purchase, or that's reversed. And the last card is happy family. You're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. We just saw that 10 of Cups. So Capricorn, I feel like you and another person really have a chance to build something very healthy, a very beautiful connection. But I am getting that someone's healing from some old wounds surrounding their family dynamics that they were raised in. Like someone just wants to be happy. All right, so I hope that helps. Don't force it. Don't force it. If it doesn't sound like you or your person, don't force it. All right, but that's what came through. On to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Let's take a, it's 12:12 right now? Jeez, it's already 12:12? Dang. All right, what do we have for Aquarius this week? What do we have for Aquarius this week? 6 of Swords hopped out. We'll see if it comes back out. And I just saw the King of Swords, which is your court card. Some of you Aquarians are getting out of a very stressful week and just enjoying your weekend. Feeling like a week really like wore you out, but now you're having a good chill session. 2 more shuffles for Aquarius. 1, 2. Let's rock this deck for my beautiful aqua babies. All right, Aquarius, the person on your mind, their feelings for you, we have the Page of Wands. Their intentions with you, the 8 of Cups. What's unfolding behind the scenes that you don't see, the 3 of Cups. Beautiful, I like that. Your feelings for this person, the 2 of Pentacles. And the overall energy is the Emperor, the Chariot, and then I see the 9 of Wands. Aquarius, around this time frame, you may feel like someone's sending you mixed signals. Like showing signs that they want to get close, but then they get in a mood and pull away. And I even look at this card and it says emotionally available for now. Like you may feel like this person is very spotty with their emotional availability for you. Because when we started the reading, I got the Page of Wands as their feelings, the Eight of Cups as their intentions, and then the energy that unfolds is the Three of Cups, indicating that there's moments where this person comes towards you with high energy, a spurt of freshness and flirtatious behavior, things like that, but then they all of a sudden withdraw their energy unexpectedly, leaving you feeling like, what just happened? You feel like someone picks and chooses when they're emotionally available for you, and it's leaving you feeling like you need to like sit this one out. But let's just clarify and see what's going on. Clarify the Page of Wands for how this person feels about Aquarius, please. The Seven of Wands. This person is very protective over their time right now. They're being very like guarded with who they share their time and attention to. You're the one that might see them the most compared to other people, but they're being very protective over their peace. So if they're not really talking to you, they're not really talking to anybody else. But it looks like they're wanting to talk to you with that Judgment on the bottom. It's like they want to explain some things to you. It feels like this person wants to shine light on the situation that they're dealing with and explain why they've been acting this way. I don't know, some of you Aquarians, I feel like this person acting this way might be a perfect timing for you to just focus on some things that you've got going on here, because it looks like you're in between a couple different directions. One direction is focusing on your job opportunities. The other direction is focusing on, you know, putting yourself more front and center in regards to success in your life, Six of Wands. I feel like Aquarius, this week, because this person's kind of coming in intentional with their emotional availability to you, it kind of sets a tone for you to just be more about what's going on in your future and less focused on them. And it might end up bringing some unexpected success your way or unexpected attention. You got the Six of Wands card. That tells me that you might get unexpected attention, unexpected success, or an unexpected opportunity pertaining to either work, friendship, things like that. Let me get another card on that. That feels really good. Two of Cups. And then I got the Eight of Swords on the bottom with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Aquarius, I wouldn't be surprised if you found something that you didn't know that you wanted appearing out of nowhere this week. Like something you didn't even know you wanted until it happens. Don't overthink it, they're asking you. Don't overthink it. It feels like there's an opportunity being presented to you this week that you didn't know you wanted because you didn't know it was within your reach. At first, it felt like it may be tied to your career or financial goals, but it also could be connected to another person with that Two of Cups coming out. For others, your love life might be also mixed in with your financial opportunities. That's not going to be for everyone. Like if you met someone at the workplace, that sort of thing, and someone keeps on being unclear of what they want, making you feel confused about their intentions. Okay, let's break down that Eight of Cups. All right, let's break down this Eight of Cups because this is what's coming up in their intentions. And then I see the Eight of Swords, repeated eights, and repeated sevens showing up here. The Magician. And then I see the Eight of Pentacles, another repeated eight. What I'm kind of getting off of someone is that they're saying to themselves, I don't know what I want. I really don't know. It's like they get in moods where you're the one that they would like to connect to, but then that mood shifts to kind of just wanting to be left alone. And I feel like that's what's going to stress you out, because you keep on seeing them switching up on you. And you're a fixed sign. You need consistency. You need, to know what to expect. So Aquarius, it feels like you're shifting your energy from this person and more towards financial goals, your career, things like that. You're being very determined to focus on your own stuff right now. Because anytime you focus on this person, you might feel like you're losing things that belong to you in the first place. All right, clarify that Three of Cups. Please clarify that Three of Cups. Three of Swords and Justice. Oh my goodness. Aquarius, I feel like this person is going to be inconsistent for one too many times. It kind of feels like what's unfolding behind the scenes is that you're calling someone out on their inconsistency and saying to keep your number out of their phone until they know what they want. You're kind of distancing yourself from someone this week, Aquarius. Who else got something similar? Was it Libra? I could be mistaken. It just feels like I'm tapping into an Aquarius that's like, enough of this in and out BS. Leave my number alone until you know what you want here. Because it feels like it gets you all up in your feelings, gets your hopes up, just for them to like bounce again. And you understand wanting to protect their peace. You get it. You totally get it. But right now you're protecting your peace from them. Because you don't want to be a placeholder. You don't want to be in the back burner, for whenever someone's ready for you. Clarify that Chariot and the Emperor. The Queen of Swords, which is your court card. Aquarius, I feel like you're letting this person know point blank that you're not wanting any in and out BS. That you're not going to be someone's backup whenever they are feeling flirty, that they are feeling romantic. You're not going to be someone's backup. You feel like someone is emotionally disconnected from you right now, but then will tell you that you're beautiful or handsome a couple days later and throw your mind for a loop and you're over it. You're speaking up for yourself, Aquarius. You're like, enough of this crap. No mas. No more. And then you got this person that is not trying to do it on purpose, but they're going through some sort of funk, it feels like. And I'm getting strong Libra energy. The Two of Swords is showing me someone that keeps on looking like they're just like lost in motivation. I feel like I got this for you last week, Aquarius. It's like you got someone that wants to reach out and text you, but then they go MIA, and that's where you're getting pissed off. You don't care that they are reaching out to you, but you care about the MIA, like where they go when they go somewhere. So it feels like around this time frame, Aquarius, you're telling them, look, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to focus on my career right now. I'm going to focus on my stuff. And then it feels like out of nowhere, you get a lot of unexpected success or a lot of attention. Some of you, if you're on social media, you may be getting a lot of likes, a lot of comments on your Facebook or Instagram. And for others, you may be getting a lot of flirtatious attention from another romantic opportunity. But it does look like this person would like to talk to you and clear things up with you, but I feel like there's no room for talking, you're saying. You're over here like, no, we don't need to talk about anything because I already know what's going on. So let's be done. This person may feel like you're not being fair, but you feel like you've been fair enough. Wow, Aquarius, you're not playing around. But I am seeing that you're getting something here. It felt like work a little while ago. Like you're manifesting some sort of new venture. You're wanting to build something into a big opportunity, but you feel like you need to focus on this and this alone, and you don't want any outside distractions. And right now you may feel like this person is a distraction because of their inconsistency stressing you out. I want to clarify more on that Ace of Pentacles. I kind of want to see what the heck you're talking about. I like it though. It's one of my favorite aces. Let's use this card, this deck. And then I open up to the Six of Wands again. I love that card. What is this Ace of Pentacles for Aquarius, please? I wonder if I got that in your August monthly. Because your monthly has career topics and money topics too. I just saw the Seven of Pentacles. The Sun in reverse and the Moon in the upright. Look at that. The Sun in reverse is pretty much similar as the Moon in the upright, and you got them both next to each other. That must mean it's not ready to be revealed yet. That must mean it's not ready to be revealed yet. Some of you, August 19th, August 18th might mean something to you. Got 18 and 19 on those cards. August 18th, August 19th. Could be when this opportunity comes in or when you're more aware of it. All right, let's get your hidden messages, Aquarius. You got something cooking. You got something cooking. All right. Let's get the hidden messages. First, let me announce the zodiac signs that came through this portion of the reading. Cancerian energy, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio. Scorpio again, and Libra again. But it could be any zodiac sign for that. Please rock that like and subscribe button for your girl if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Numbing out. They say they've got it under control, but the pattern is starting to show. When life gets heavy, their escape route is always chemical. Oh. Hold up. Where's that card at? Where's that card at? Where's that card at? Some of you, Aquarians, I feel like whoever is being in and out of your life right now, it feels like there's something more going on here. Now, that doesn't mean put up with this behavior, but they're wanting you to know that it's very little to do with you. So if you thought that there was something wrong with you or that you weren't good enough, that's not the case. Don't worry about that. But it feels like this person's got something else going on here. Cancel. They crossed a line, now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public. Okay. Possessiveness. Someone here is holding on too tightly and it's starting to suffocate the connection. Love shouldn't need to cage you to claim you. And troubled past. The past still lingers like smoke in a room. Even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building. Someone may be haunted by their past and it's affecting their ability to build solid foundations with people. Let me get one more. Let me get one more. Open relationship. An open relationship isn't for the faint-hearted. Set clear rules and communicate and be respectful of boundaries. Explore with care. Some of you Aquarians may be asking this person, when you're not talking to me, who are you talking to? Are you like keeping things open? Because I don't feel like you want to co-sign on that one, Aquarius. You don't want to share. That could be a fear of yours. I wasn't getting that in the reading though. I just wasn't getting that. And on the bottom I see loving yourself. Loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how great you really are. All right. So Aquarius, that is for you. Don't force it if it doesn't fit. You got some exciting changes up ahead. That looked good for you. Just worry about you right now and let this person figure their own stuff out. All right. So I hope that helps. On to my fishies. Pisces is up. Where's my water fishies? Hi, Pisces. Let's take a look at you guys for the week ahead. Next 7 days. All right, what do we have for Pisces, please? What do we have for Pisces? Two more shuffles for Pisces. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful water babies. All right, Pisces, your person's feelings for you. We have the 9 of Cups. Ooh, good start, good start, good start. You make someone happy. Their intentions, the 10 of Pentacles. All right, reading over. I'm ending the day on these 2 cards. That's it. Pisces, I feel like this is a repeat of last week's reading. You stole the show on everyone last week too. You got someone that's really, really into you. Wow. Okay, let's continue. 3 of Cups. How does Pisces feel? 7 of Cups. Pisces, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't act like you want to keep your options open, Pisces. Don't do that to me. What's the overall energy? The 6 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Magician and the 8 of Wands. Okay, good. Yay! Oh, finally. The last few have been doozies. Nice little break, Pisces. Okay, so this week, whoever you're connecting to, this person feels like you are just high quality. You make them very, very happy. They feel very content with you. They feel like they don't need you to change. Clarify this person's feelings for Pisces. Some of you are doing something that they didn't know you knew how to do, and it's impressing them and making them like you more. Like if you recently showed them that you've got a skill or a talent that they didn't know about before, it's making them look at you and think, wow, okay. That's a very specific message. I don't know what that talent is. You don't have to share with the group if it's TMI. This person's just chilling on the couch going, dang, Pisces knows how to do that. Shoot, I'm keeping Pisces. I'm sorry. All right. Be grown. Be grown. Don't act like a 13-year-old. Ah, shoot. Why is the 9 of Cups help this person feels about Pisces? The Hanged Man. Did you leave them hanging? I'm just kidding. With the Hangman being their feelings for you and the 9 of Cups being their feelings, that's strong Piscean energy. You got them feeling a new perspective for you. Like you got them feeling like a whole new perspective has opened up in regards to who you are and how you make them feel, and it does not feel negative. All right, let's get into your feelings. 7 of Cups. I got to find out why you're kind of coming in like throwing a little monkey wrench here. Why the 7 of Cups? The 5 of Swords. Pisces, what the fudge? Oh, no, don't tell me that, Pisces. Are you? Was this person? Some of you Pisceans are having some regrets about sharing something with them or doing something with them or inviting them into a part of your life. You're wondering if that was a mistake. I don't know if some of you Pisceans have another person that you're talking to and you cheated on that person with this person. Oh man, now it's kind of switching up a little bit. Hold up. I wonder if that's why the 3 of Cups is here. Pisces, you might have more than one person that is vying for your love, vying for your attention. And whoever they are, you won them over. But you may be worried that you screwed up somehow. Unless you're in your head. Unless you're in your head assuming that you made a bad impression on someone because you didn't. Let's get into this person's intentions. We got the Ten of Pentacles. Why the Ten of Pentacles? Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Pisces, this person is being very clear that they would like to build with you and they're willing to protect their relationship at all cost. So let's take a look at what this Three of Cups is about. Three of Cups doesn't have to be that there's multiple parties involved on a romantic sense. Three of Cups could be that you just wanted to have fun with this person and they started to catch feelings and wants a relationship, but you're wondering if you're not wanting to take the connection too seriously. Why the Three of Cups? Maybe you were still getting over an ex and now you're wondering if you screwed up a chance to ever get back with an ex. Six of Cups. Once they find out you started to date someone else maybe. Why the Three of Cups? Five of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Pisces, it feels like you got more than one person vying for your heart here. And you're worried that you might have put too much emphasis on one person and messed up a chance of another. That's not for everyone, obviously. There's someone here that you really want to get closer to. I'm just trying to figure out if it's this person or not. You got them sprung on you. Let me get another card. Hold on. Let me put that to the side. Tell me more about how Pisces feels. Seven of Cups again. You're confused about what direction to take your love life right now, Pisces. You don't want to get caught up in something that you're going to later regret. And you don't want to close doors with people that you want to keep the doors wide open. But you may worry that you allowed yourself to get too caught up in another direction that you're not really sure about. And you might worry that you've led someone on, not intentionally, but maybe you were emotionally available at the time you guys were connecting and felt good in the moment, and now you're like regretting something because you don't want to hurt anybody. Give me another card on how this person feels about Pisces. Why the Nine of Cups and the Hanged Man? The Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. This person's going to make some quick moves. This is someone that doesn't want to waste any time, especially if they sense that you're withdrawing a little bit and being kind of quiet this week. Like if you guys just had a really good evening on Friday and then Sunday comes along and you haven't reached out, they're going to reach out and be like, hey, what's up? Didn't you have fun the other night? I did. Like someone's going to be worried that they may have upset you or threw you off or turned you off in any way because they want to continue talking to you. This person is being very clear that they want to continue this relationship with you and put in the effort, put in the work. This person is very dedicated to you. They're going to be very patient too. This is someone that's willing to be very patient because of how good you make them feel. So if you need some time, as long as you're honest with them, they'll give you the time. Clarify the overall energy. Why the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles? Some of you Pisceans may have gotten involved with someone just to help you get over an ex, and you realize that that didn't help, but now you got someone else falling for you. That's very specific. That could be for some of you, where you only went out with someone just to get your mind off of your ex or to get an ex jealous, and then the next morning you wake up thinking, oh, that was not worth it. Now I'm never going to get my ex back. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Pisces, you've got a lot of opportunities around you in romance. You're being very self-focused on your own goals right now. You've got a lot of skills that you want to perfect beyond the skills that you show them. There's something that you're really trying to build a purpose for, and you're wanting to get yourself in a position where you can always count on yourself if other people let you down. But I am getting that there's a specific, or you got a bunch of different talents and skills that you can also monetize that people are discovering about you. Like you might be discovering through your love life, Pisces, what your purpose is. Like discovering what you're talented at, discovering what you could turn into like a profitable business is what I'm strongly getting. That's a side message for someone here who's been struggling with where they should, go in regards to their career path. Feeling like, what am I meant to be doing? Some of you, someone may be noticing a skill of yours and letting you know, hey, you can make money off of that. Your purpose will provide. Yeah, you got a lot of money showing up in this reading, Pisces. Like a lot of opportunities to make more money, especially if you've been struggling financially. I don't feel like you've been struggling financially, but for the ones that have been, and you've been stressed out about your love life, they're wanting you to not focus on your love life right now. There's something that you can profit off of, a skill of yours that you may not be aware of is profitable. Anyways, back to the love read. Anything else for Pisces this week before I pull the hidden message? The Page of Cups and the Justice card. Yeah, Pisces, I'm getting that message repeatedly. There's two different energies orbiting around you this week. One that you just won over big time, and another that might be coming in more childlike in energy. Not that they're a child, no. Childlike in energy, like they could be 80 years old but still have that youthful presence about them. If you needed some sort of descriptor to help you understand who this person is. All right. Twin Flame card in reverse. I'm not a Twin Flame reader, but if it comes out, I'll acknowledge it. All right, so for zodiac signs that came through this reading, I have Venus in Cancer, strong Pisces, Capricorn is here, Taurus is here, Virgo. Damn. You got some good energy around you, Pisces. Sober life with no distractions or substances to blur the view. What's real is finally visible. From here, better choices are possible. Some of you Pisceans, you may be on the road of recovery because I did get that Four of Swords over here. You may be on a road of recovery, whether recovering from substance, whether recovering from a relationship, whether recovering from something, and now you're just trying to figure out what to do next with your life. It's like, all right, well, I recovered from that. Now what do I do? What path do I choose? They want you to not put pressure on yourself to have to know right away. Ride or die. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. If you've got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend it fiercely. Well, you got someone showing that would love to be a part of your life if you want them. If you don't, that's okay. Big break. A major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. You know what? I keep on getting something about that for you, Pisces. It feels like this feels like a reading that is more about your career and money opportunities than your love life. Like you're kind of taking a backseat on love maybe right now, and you don't feel like love is worth it for the moment, and you're being guided to pursue something that you're really good at, what you're really creative at, to help you with finances. Some of you got a big break happening. And for those of you who resonated with becoming sober recently, whether a year, 2 years, 3 years, congratulations, by the way, even a day is something to be proud of. Now that you've been on a sober path, you've been more attuned to making choices that will bring more fulfillment to your life, and you're healing through hobbies, healing through other things that you're good at, and it's might make a name for yourself. All right, so I hope that helps. Please only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you guys. If any of you guys are interested in booking a private reading, the link to my website is in the description box below this video, BaddisonIntuitiveTarot.com. That's 2 Ds, not 1 for Baddison. However, I am a little bit blocked off for the next 2 weeks. Some of it is because I'm working a lot, but the other is taking a couple days off around my birthday. So yeah, there is no expedited options, sadly. What else? No, that's it. Thank you to my awesome mod squad. I appreciate you guys. On that note, I rock that deck. Later, Gators.